love you looking at the camera and I'm looking at you.
Welcome back to our scheduled programming.
Not at all? Or what do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Scheduled? I wouldn't say this is...
I'm saying welcome back to our scheduled programming because it's been such a long break.
That's true. It has. And that wasn't supposed to happen, but that's what happened.
Yeah, originally...
We just left with no warning whatsoever.
Well, we took a break.
Yeah.
And we both agreed that we were going to take a break because the last episode was just, I mean, if you watched it, you know, it was a hard one to get through, but
very low energy.
Yeah, but from that we decided that we were going to do like 2 episodes a month.
Mm-hmm.
Cut down to 2.
Well, 1 episode every 2 weeks.
Yeah, 1 episode every 2 weeks, which because we've been doing 1 episode a week, which I didn't think would be a lot, but it's turned into becoming a lot. You know, it was just it was a lot to. I felt like every week we were like grasping at things to talk about and ideas and but we filmed an episode last week on Sunday. And we had a bunch of technical difficulties. We couldn't upload the file because the new stuff we got, it was like ProRes or like high res. And
it was a massive file.
Yeah. How big was the file?
The file was 475 gigabytes.
Yeah. And that was just part of the video because we only...
that was 1/3 of the video.
Yeah, we recorded it in like chunks because we were trying to get the equipment to work and... The episode was... It was good. Yeah, it was good. It was good. It felt good. We took that little break and... but...
We couldn't. I sat all day trying to...
8 hours at the computer trying to figure out how to like compress the file to make it work and... I'm
not a computer genius.
And I don't know shit about computers. So I was just over her shoulder. I'm like, did that work? Did that work?
We were very frustrated.
Yeah, but then it got to the point where I just told her, I was like, okay, listen, we just need to scrap it because this is taking too long. And she was just like, she didn't want to stop. But I was like,
I hate admitting defeat. I do.
Well,
because I'm like, I can figure this out. And then when I can't, I'm just like, I thought it was better than this.
Yeah. Well, I think you put up a good fight, but it was just not worth it.
Yeah.
So
but here we are, back again.
Yeah, we're back.
Andrew's back. Tell a friend.
Mm-hmm. I'm back.
You didn't get my reference?
Andrew's back. I just got that now. Okay. Tell a friend. Okay. I didn't get it at first. That went over my head, but then I was like, that's a song.
We're closing up on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's Friday.
That's what we have. My beautiful Valentine's Day roses that Andrew gave me.
And
pre-Valentine, I would say. Because this was the roses that he asked me to be his Valentine. Which you would understand a reference if you listened to the last episode that we never released.
Mm-hmm.
Because I told him that he has to ask me.
Oh, yeah.
To be his Valentine.
We had a whole discussion about that. I was like, well, I feel like it's just kind of, that's a given, the fact that we're married, but yeah, I made her a little Valentine card to say yes or no to go to if you'll be my Valentine, and then I got her these flowers.
Yeah. And then we got sushi.
Yeah, and then we went and got sushi. But typically we always go pretty big for Valentine's Day.
Do we?
I mean, yes.
What did we do last year?
We went to, I think did we go to the restaurant that I proposed, or not proposed, I took you to the restaurant that we had one of our first like dinner dates at.
No, that was 2 years ago. I don't think you were even here last year.
Yes, I was. Yeah, I was.
Okay. I don't know what we did.
I always do stuff for you on Valentine's Day. I always go big. No, so you woke up in the morning. There was flowers. There was a bunch of flowers out here.
Yeah.
And then I had music playing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you went to work. And then we went to dinner somewhere after that night. I can't remember.
Okay.
But
I don't think that was. I think the restaurant that we had our first dinner date, that was 2 years ago, I think.
Well, regardless of that, I took you to dinner somewhere.
Yeah.
So I know that.
Yeah. No, you're really good at.
But this year,
treating me.
I think we're gonna go to IKEA.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, because
I am so excited. Like I sound so silly because I'm just like, oh, IKEA, but it is a tradition of ours.
Well, our first Valentine's Day date was I picked you up from work, and we
went to IKEA.
Yeah, we went to IKEA. You had to buy something. You had to buy like a shelf or like
a closet. The closet that we have right now.
Yeah. I forgot that we had that still.
Yeah, it's just put apart, so it's not in the big sticking apart.
Yeah.
How do you say that? Yeah. But we still have that. But that was our first date.
It was very 500 Days of Summer. We like walked around and pretended like we were playing house in the little kitchens. And did that whole thing. So we're gonna do that again this year. But what was the thing that you saw on the?
I saw that IKEA, they sent like out a mass email and they were like, "Ooh, do you want to do a Valentine's dinner at IKEA? Like you have to buy tickets and it will be like a 3-course meal."
Yeah.
I don't know what they would be serving.
Probably like meatballs and hot dogs.
I mean, I think because they had like a little bit more of like, I saw the menu and it was like a little bit more defined menu. It wasn't like, I think they did have meatballs because, IKEA.
Yeah.
But they had like a little bit more like
real food.
Yeah. Like
That's
dishes
good.
that were a little bit more like nicer.
Yeah.
So
when we saw that, I told Michelle, I was like, oh, let's go do that. I was like, we can go to IKEA, walk around, and just because we've done like the whole like extremely expensive dinners every year, which I don't have a problem with. It's nice because we don't go out. We don't go out much,
Yeah, but I don't like spending that much money on Valentine's Day.
It's perfect because you don't. I do.
I don't like that he spends that much money on Valentine's Day.
No, I know.
I like the Valentine's Days that are like more intimate.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
oh yeah, you talked about this on the last one.
I talked about this because I said like my favorite Valentine's Day that we did was the second year when we also went to IKEA, and we got a bunch of outdoor like balcony furniture, and we fixed out our balcony.
Yeah.
And I cooked like flatbreads,
pizza,
different flatbread pizzas, and then we just sat on the balcony and had like our own little romantic dinner, and that felt very like we were sitting on like a terrace somewhere, and
that's when they were still doing those the fucking stupid lockdowns. So
yeah, it was during COVID, but still that was still a very cozy like IKEA night. And also it's gonna rain on Valentine's Day.
Is it?
Yeah. So like I want to be cozy, like I want to dress up in like pajamas and go to IKEA with you. Kind of.
Yeah. Well, you're allowed to purchase one item there.
I didn't know this.
Whatever you want.
Oh my god, I'm getting a new closet.
Whatever the price, it's fine.
I'm gonna buy a new couch. I'm kidding.
I was like, what's wrong with our couch? Our couch is nice still.
I'm kidding.
I just washed all the couch cushions.
Yeah.
When you were at work.
I like our couch. Our couch is nice.
It's comfortable as hell. We're getting our money's worth for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. But it's been here for like 4 years now.
Yeah, when we get a house, we'll get a new couch, but
yeah.
But I
was looking into like getting new like couch cover pillows because like they're all, you can take them all off. Yeah. And like I looked at IKEA to look if they had any like other type of, because I was like, we can mix it up, you know.
I'm just trying to think though, like what other color couch cushions, because we have 2 dogs and a cat.
I know.
If we got any other color, we would see it.
I know. That's what I come to the conclusion of, because I was like, no other color works, and I was like, should I just do another texture? But I was like, that feels like a waste of money.
Well,
because they had like they had one that looked a little bit more like corduroy, but it was beige.
Corduroy is not comfortable.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't.
When was the last time you ever put corduroy pants on? You're like, these pants are super comfortable.
I kind of want to get a pair. I don't have a pair, but I kind of want to get a pair. They look comfy.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a pair in I think like 3rd grade, and I hated them. It's like zip.
Baby.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
I was like,
yeah, I know what you did.
You know when the corduroy pants make so much sound. Hold on, keep talking.
Go get paper.
Keep talking.
Oh my god. Now you're gonna have hair on your microphone.
Why is there gonna be hair on it?
Because there's probably gonna be hair on your chair. I already saw that there was some
Here, just put that there.
Such a nice set we have here.
I hate corduroy.
Yeah, I can tell.
No, but it makes a lot of sound when you're like moving around. Your legs are like when they cross in the middle. I don't even.
No, but I like our couch. It's like a linen. It's like a canvas.
Yeah.
Canvas linen.
Well, it's
very durable. Can't.
I like the texture, like when it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
If this makes sense, because our apartment's
cool.
Our apartment's never really hot, but like when we cook and it can get a little bit hot in here, like you can lay on the couch and it's like a cool texture on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like it.
I like it too.
And when we wash it, it's like it, because like I washed it.
I love that it's washable. Like that was one of the big things that sold me on this couch, because I was like, ooh, it's washable.
Well, it was like it was a little while since we washed all the blankets on our couch and all the covers, so I did that last week, and it was just like it felt like really nice sitting on it. I was like, oh, it's like, but so you get to buy whatever you want at IKEA, one item.
Yeah.
Make it count.
There is one item that I do want to buy, but I don't know if it's worth it.
What is it?
It's expensive.
What is it?
It's a new TV.
A new TV?
No, TV furniture.
Oh. Actually,
it's called Stockholm, I think. And it's
How big is it though?
It's like a little bit bigger than that one, but it has more storage. And it's like hidden storage.
Well,
and it has like those
what would we do with this? Just throw it away?
Put it down in the garage. I just don't like that you see half of the...
I know, I hate it too. Honestly, I might be down to do that. How much is it?
It's like $800. Yeah, it's a lot. But I actually saw that furniture. I'm kind of mad I didn't get it. I saw it at the thrift store once. Mm-hmm. And it was like $300. And I was like, that's expensive.
Can you fit it in the car? Because it's made, right?
If you
Oliver, stop scratching the chair.
I don't think it's gonna be I don't think it's gonna be at the thrift store still. That was like a couple of months ago. I think someone already bought it. But I'm mad I didn't get it then. And I would have fit it if I like put down the back seat.
Would have fit it?
I would have fit it.
Would have fit it.
Would have fit it. But no, that's...
Well, maybe it's on sale. Maybe it's in the little broken item. Like maybe there'll be like scratch on it.
That's true.
I don't know. We could check it out. But I'm actually...
But you've seen it before. I've shown it to you before and you liked it.
Yeah.
It had like those like doors that you like push in and then they jump out. So you don't have any like... what is it called? Knobs. Okay. And then there's like... half of it is like shelves inside and then half of it is like drawers. If I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. That are also like you push it and then it pops out. But it looks nice.
Yeah.
And I also want to get a new table.
A new table here? I just don't think anything would fit properly in this apartment. Like a low round table is gonna... I don't know if that's gonna...
It's gonna make it look weird.
I feel like you're gonna... Like if you're sitting below the kitchen counter...
Yeah.
It's like you can't see anything. You know? It's just... I feel like it's gonna fuck up the feng shui.
Because we're just the feng shui.
Feng shui.
I think it's also because we're just so used to sitting at a high table.
When we first moved in here, you had to sell me on this. I was originally saying I didn't want high tops. I wanted a low table. I said a big circle table.
Yeah.
And you said, no, it'll be more functional and we'll have more room and it will feel like we have more space. And you sold me on this. And then.
But now you know why I convinced you on this, right?
Well, yeah, because it works in our apartment.
No, because I use it as a work table.
Oh yeah, that too.
Because I can stand on two.
Yeah, you talked about that on the
the
secret episode that no one will ever see.
The secret episode that we keep referring to.
Yeah.
That nobody has seen.
If you don't know what we're talking about, and you haven't followed along, we filmed an episode that will never see the light of day because we had technical difficulties.
I wonder how many times you're gonna say that in this episode.
A lot, because we have referenced it so many times, and I just need people to understand that that's a bonus episode. Maybe one day we can
figure it out
and
release it. Maybe
we can open like a Patreon and have a paywall.
But I think we're gonna bring up a lot of things that we talked about in that episode. So I feel like you're not really gonna miss out. It's just more like we're catching up on things we already.
There was some things I can't remember some rants we talked about, but
we'll get to it. But a lot of things have happened these past 2 weeks.
So many things. Like what?
We had a plane crash that's happening. We had my dad came to visit.
I like how you're just throwing the plane crashes out. Like,
I'm just telling everybody everything.
I think everybody knows about that.
I don't know. Just a lot of things. I'm just recapping what's been happening in my head.
In your head?
Okay. My dad came to visit for a week. That was also a reason why we skipped the first week.
Yeah.
Because we felt like we didn't want to rush it. My grandma tripped and fell and had to go into surgery, which was really scary because I just found out she's 88. My grandma's 88.
Yeah.
She's pushing it. She looks good for 88.
She does. She has a great head of hair.
She has a great head of hair.
Yeah. She always reminds me of like one of the grandmothers in Goodfellas or something, like the mob, you know what Goodfellas is? She should know what Goodfellas is. She won't watch it. She reminds me of like one of the like mob bosses, like grandmothers. Just that photo of that one photo where she's all tan and her hair's all big and like she's in your parents' back on the back porch patio, I think is where the photo was taken or somewhere.
So,
yeah. That's.
And she's sitting there with glasses on.
Oh yeah, the big glasses. I was like straight out of like.
I took that photo.
Straight out of Goodfellas. So yeah, she fell. She tripped and she did she break her hip or was it like a partial?
I don't know. I haven't really got
from the photos and stuff that your mom is posting, it seems like she is pretty happy though and doing well.
I mean, yeah. She doesn't really remember it, so she has dementia, so she keeps forgetting that she had surgery.
Which I think
is good, yeah. But she's in a short time home right now, getting 24/7 supervision so she can heal up properly. And then eventually she's going to move back home. And everything is good, so I'm really, really happy about that. What else has happened?
I've been working quite a bit, which is good.
You have been working quite a bit.
Your dad surprise visited us.
Yeah.
While I was on the set of, I was filming an episode on The Rookie, which was awesome. Got to go shoot that a couple days, and that was a fucking blast. Yeah. It's so much fun. I can't talk about it, but it was so much fun. Probably the most fun I've ever had in terms of like doing stunts.
Filming, yeah.
Doing my own stunts and stuff. It was fucking awesome. Okay.
We can talk about it more when the episode is released.
Yeah. But I'm on set and Michelle sends me a photo of her dad in our living room. And she's like, "Look who surprise visited us." And it was it was just like, oh my god. So I got to come home to Matt's being here, and Michael Kennedy invited us to go see the Hard Eyes movie.
Right, yeah.
So he invited Michelle and I. Thankfully, Michael was super awesome. And
thankfully,
well, no, because it was a private screening.
Yeah.
So it's a private screening at Sony Studios.
Yeah.
And for him to invite Michelle and I was like, I thought was a really nice gesture. And then I was like, hey, Michelle's dad surprise visited us. Visited us. Is that a word? Visited us. Visited us. Doesn't matter. Okay. And so I was like, can we please bring him along and
can we get an extra ticket?
Yeah, and so he was more than gracious and yeah. So we went to go see Hard Eyes at Sony Studios, which, by the way, I think it came out February 7th.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. It was super
good.
It was super entertaining.
It was funny. It was gory. It was cheesy, romantic, but you're laughing the whole time.
Yeah. It's a
mystery too.
Yeah, it's like it literally I don't even know what genre you can put it under, because it's like a gory slasher, like
comedy. It's a gory slasher comedy.
Like it has all the aspects of like one of those 80s slasher flicks. Like it can be very gruesome, but it's super funny. And then there's some really heartfelt moments between the leads. It was really good. And I typically, like, for instance, like the Scream franchise or any of those like slasher movies, I'm not drawn to those, you know, like, I mean, one, you don't like those movies. It's very hard to get Michelle to watch any of those. I used to watch a lot of those with my mom and my sisters. But those movies I'm not really drawn to them. But this is like just a whole different genre, because it is really funny. The soundtrack was fantastic too. Like the music throughout the entire film was so good.
The writing was amazing.
Yeah.
Like the jokes just hit so well, and the people that, like the actors, they delivered them so good. Yeah.
It was a really good movie. And so it was cool that we could take your dad to that, because it made me feel like, ooh, like I'm a hot shot, you know. But also
I forced my dad to go get new clothes for this premiere as well.
Yeah, which also it was just casual. I thought, because I looked on Sony Studios website, I didn't realize on the flyer that Michael sent us that it said just casual.
Yeah.
And I looked on Sony Studios and I was like, oh, what's like the dress code for like a private screening? And it said like business casual. So I was like, oh, okay. And so we were overdressed.
I wouldn't say we were overdressed, but we were probably the best dressed people.
Well, I don't want to say we were the best dressed people.
Okay, we were the nicest.
I think some of the actors that were in the film were dressed nice. Like, I think the lead actress.
Of course. Yeah. But they were very much dressed like casual to their own style, you know?
We weren't the best dressed, but we were just overdressed.
I'd rather be overdressed though than underdressed. But no, that was really cool that we got to go do that.
And then what was also cool was the actress that played Teeter in Yellowstone was sitting in front of us.
Yeah.
I should know her name. Hold on.
You still haven't looked it up?
No, I just hold on.
That was a shame on you moment.
Hold on a second. Oh my god, my phone is Jennifer Landon. Jennifer Landon. So okay. So she's sitting in front of us. By the way, I love Yellowstone. I was on hold for a part for Yellowstone. I wish I would have got it.
You were on hold for, can I say the character?
Yeah, but I forget
It was Lloyd's younger self.
Yeah, but they ended up going with his son.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because he looks just like him.
Yeah.
But we're sitting there and I'm like, the movie finished but the whole time she was, are you looking to see?
No.
The whole time we were sitting there, I was like, why is this girl, like, I'm just in my head, I'm like, why do I know who this person? Why do I recognize her? Why do I recognize this person in front of me? And I was so confused because I was like, have I worked with her or like something? But then it clicked at when the movie finished, and she was like talking to the other person next to her, and I'm like looking at Michelle. I'm like, Michelle. I was like, don't. But Michelle's really hard.
Remember this face.
But Michelle is really hard because if I tell her anything, she's like. And like I'm like, stop! She's looking.
I get so into it. I'm like, where are we looking?
So it's very.
What's happening over there?
I have to do this. I like put my mouth to her ear, and I'm like, the person in front of us. I was like, but don't look.
You're like, don't look now, but remember that face for later.
Yeah.
Just like, okay.
remembered that face for later.
I will explain to you who that is. And I'm just like, okay.
And
I guess it's my fault. I've been doing that too many times where I'm just like, who?
Yeah.
Where? What?
Yeah. So she was sitting in front of us, which I thought was really cool. We go to the restroom, and it's Michelle, me, and Matt's. I think I was kind of it doesn't matter. I go.
What are you talking about?
When we go to the restroom at the end.
Yeah, you were just standing outside holding a cup.
Yeah, I didn't go. Michelle goes in. There's only 2 restrooms. Michelle goes into one. She hands me her purse and her jacket. Your dad goes in the other one.
Because there was no hooks inside.
And then Jennifer Landon walks in, who plays Teeter in Yellowstone. And she's just standing next to me, and she says, she like looks at both.
My dad comes out.
Yeah, your dad comes out. And then she was like, she's like, you can go. And I was like, oh, no, I'm just waiting for my wife. But I was sitting there while we were sitting there in silence before either of you came out. I was just thinking of all the things I wanted to say.
You should have just gone and been like, hey, I loved your part in Yellowstone. You did an amazing job.
That's what
she would have been like, oh my God, thank you so much. And then you guys would have talked. And then you need to be more aggressive with that.
I just don't want, I feel like a lot of these people don't come to these things to be like hounded by people that are fans.
Of course not. But if someone came up to you and was like, hey, I really loved your part in Black Dagger Brotherhood. You did amazing. Wouldn't that make you happy?
Yes. Yeah. It would have made me really happy. But I just got nervous. I was sitting next to her. I'm holding your purse and your jacket. And I'm just like in my head thinking.
So she thought that was your purse and your jacket?
Probably. No, and I just wanted to be like, I loved you in Yellowstone. You were great. And I didn't say it. And then I just said, oh, I'm just holding my wife's purse and jacket. I'm not using the restroom. And that's all I said. And so Jennifer Landon, you're great in Yellowstone. Okay, moving on.
Because she's going to watch this.
Probably not. No, never. But I said it, and it will be on the internet.
Yeah.
I love Yellowstone. By the way, the new season, I was pretty upset.
Yeah. Well, the half of the last season.
Yeah, we haven't finished it.
No, we have.
Did we finish it?
Mm-hmm. Well, they released the first half.
Oh, yeah.
And then the second half they released like a year later.
Yeah.
Or something. But, yeah.
God, they did Kevin dirty.
Yeah.
All right.
But back to Valentine's.
Valentine's. Are you saying Valentimes or Valentines?
Valentine's.
Yeah, I'm like, am I hearing her say that correctly? It's Valentine's. Saint Valentine's.
Okay. You know what it's called in Sweden?
Sant Valenton.
No, it's called Alla hjärtans dag.
Alla hjärtans dag. Alla hjärtans dag. Alla lottens dag.
No.
Alla lottens dag. Alla.
That's one word.
Alla.
Hjärtans. Dag.
Dog. Alla hjärtans dag.
Do you know what that means?
Valentine's Day.
No. It stands for All Hearts Day.
I just burned my mouth and bit my tongue at the same time. That hurt really bad. All Hearts Day.
All Hearts Day.
Ow.
So you can write like all, and then you make a heart, and then you write day.
Like the Hard Eyes Killer.
Yeah. But so what are we doing at IKEA? Are we eating at IKEA?
I don't really know. It's really whatever you want to do. Depending if we spend $800 on a TV stand, probably not.
No, I don't wanna do.
No,
I don't want to spend $800.
I mean, we could go there and get meatballs and just roam. You know, I just think because we go big every Valentine's Day with like going something like because it's a nice time to where you could dress up and you know. So I think just to shake things up, we can kind of take it back to our first Valentine's together, and
I like that.
Yeah, just something different.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I kind of want to do like a home spa with you too.
What does that involve?
I don't know. Maybe we can like make like a foot bath in the bathtub that we can sit, and then we can like do face masks.
Okay.
And then we can. Yeah, that's all I have.
And you can give me a facial and a full body massage.
No.
I'm so down.
No, I'm not. No. No, but we'll do something.
A massage on my back.
If you massage me, I'll massage you.
Okay, deal. I'm down. We can play like ocean sounds.
And then I want to watch like cheesy rom-coms that we've watched 100 times.
Okay.
Because it's Valentine's Day.
All right.
What would you say is the best Valentine's Day movie?
The best Valentine's Day movie would have to be Hard Eyes. In theaters now. No. It's really good. You should go. Everyone should
really
go see
good.
it.
They should go see it.
But my favorite Valentine's movie
Can I please?
is first off, I can't really think of any. I can think of rom-coms, okay? I can think of like romantic movies.
Yeah. Isn't there like a Valentine's Day movie that's called like Valentine's Day or something?
I just can't think about it.
Because I have a vague memory from when I was like younger, like when I was like in high school possibly. And I got invited over to this friend, and we were just a bunch of girls, like from our floorball team, I think.
Yeah.
And we watched a Valentine's Day movie on Valentine's Day. Like we had like a girls' night, which honestly, I'm so grateful that I got invited to that kind of stuff as a kid.
That's good.
I'm happy that someone else took the initiative of making like girls' night.
On Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
It's nice.
I appreciate that. Takida.
All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies.
I don't think all the girls were single.
Oh, okay. Well,
we just did it to like a girls' night to like spend time with. We had a really good bond, me and my floorball team.
Yeah, I would be confused if you were my girlfriend and you didn't want to spend Valentine's Day.
Well, we were so young. I don't even think boyfriends at that time could like.
Okay, well then.
Buy anything for Valentine's Day.
Okay. But what I'm trying to think of some movies. I can't think of anything.
I kind of want to watch The Wedding Singer.
Okay. Is that classified as a Valentine's Day movie?
No, but it's good.
They do have that whole part where he is at the wedding and it's all red and he's like, "Love stinks. Yeah, yeah."
Love stinks.
You're supposed to be like this. Love stinks. Yeah, yeah.
Love stinks.
Love stinks. One more outburst, sir, and I will strangle you with my microphone wire.
Hey, Linda.
Hey, Linda, you a bitch.
No, but that's a funny movie. That's a funny, like, romantic movie.
Yeah, it's great. It's probably.
I see so many hairs flying.
I know. It's probably one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah, I was listening to a podcast, and they started talking about like Adam Sandler movies because they started talking about Happy Gilmore 2.
Yeah.
And then they started like talking about like all the movies they knew about him. Like which one was their favorite.
Yeah.
And they did not mention The Wedding Singer. And I was like,
a lot of people, there's like people that I know that haven't watched it.
So underrated.
Well, I don't understand. It honestly, like when I'm like on a job or I'm talking to like, especially like another actor and they say they never seen it, I'm like flabbergasted.
Yeah.
I
mean, I hadn't seen it until I met you.
But it's literally one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies. It's so good. It's
honestly, I think it is my favorite Adam Sandler movie.
It's by far his best work.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, everyone loves Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. They're great movies. Mm-hmm. But but The Wedding Singer literally has like, not only does it have his goofy like singing stuff, but it's also like it's really good acting in it. Drew Barrymore's fantastic in it. That end scene where he sings to her on the plane. Yeah. I wanna make you smile whenever you're sad. Like, it's such a good song.
Yeah.
You don't know what's funny? When I was gonna propose to you,
You wanted to sing that?
Well, so the restaurant that I proposed to you at, Tu Cello or
Il Cello.
El Cello, I'd always say it wrong.
It's because it's an I and then an L, but it's a small L, so it looks like two.
Yeah. And I call
it's Il Cello.
Il Cello. Il Cello.
Il Cello.
But your friend, your old roommate, I called her and talked to her about that, and she was like, "Don't do that."
I would have loved that.
Well, no, she's like, Michelle doesn't like being put on the spot like that.
Love it.
And
I love it. With you, I love it.
But I was telling, I and that's what I was saying to Eliza. I was like, I just think it would be so cool to do. But I called the restaurant, and they said no. They said you can't do that. You'll ruin everyone else's night.
It's a very expensive restaurant.
Yeah, they said I could rent out my own room.
Yeah,
and that was like $1,500 or it was crazy.
I think it's just because they don't know how good of a singer you are, so they were like, I don't want to risk it if you suck.
Yeah, but
like if you were an actual,
I probably would have been nervous.
If you were an actual artist, like an actual like singer, and they were like you were big and you were like, hey, can I sing to my girlfriend? Then they would be like, yeah, because they know you're, but since you're not, they don't know that you are. Well,
I was almost just gonna bring the karaoke mic and just do it, but I probably would have got tackled by somebody.
Probably would have been thrown out.
Yeah, but so I didn't do that, which that still lives rent free in my mind.
If you would have been like, hey, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom, and then you come back and you're just singing, I would have laughed and I would have loved it.
Yeah,
because I love that goofy side of it.
That song is so good.
Yeah.
I practiced that song for weeks too, like leading up to it. I was just, but it also put me in like all the feels and stuff,
Yeah.
But I literally was sitting there on my knees with like my phone and the microphone and practicing all the words and stuff for literally a couple weeks, and then also talking with Eliza, and she was always like, it's not a good idea, don't do it. And then I would talk to my mom. My mom was like, do it, that's awesome.
Yeah.
My mom was like, do that. But so for a while I was just thinking, I was like, I'll just go to the bathroom, come out with the microphone and just do it.
Yeah.
And see what happens. But then I got nervous because my mom was like, we'll try to see if the restaurant will just like say like maybe they could put you on like a speaker or something, and then when I asked them, they were like, no, you can't do that.
Did you call them or did you email them?
I called them, and yeah, they said no. They're
How
like,
did you lead into this?
I said I was gonna propose to you.
Yeah.
And I said I wanted to sing that song at the end of Wedding Singer. And
do they even know this song? I don't think they know the song even.
Well, the person because I ended up talking to a manager there.
Yeah.
But they have private rooms. That like it's like a Valentine's Day package. They cover it in rose petals, and it's fucking expensive.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Well, I just was like, I was thinking about doing that. I was like, that might be cool.
Yeah.
But I had money set aside for like the
spa,
the Glen Ivy spa day that we were gonna do. So I was like,
honestly, that was so much better spent.
Yeah, we had that was fun.
Wait, that was amazing.
We need to do that again.
We do. It was expensive, but it was amazing.
But one day I'll sing that to you. Maybe when we're old. When we're really old.
No, you should sing that other song that she sings, that she practiced with her husband for their 50th anniversary.
Which is what?
I don't know. But then the old lady goes, I said a hip hop, hip hop. I said a hip hop.
Wait, what's the first part of that song?
I don't know. It's some like slow song about like love.
No, I can hear it in my head. I'm just trying. It's in like an old song.
Yeah. It's an old song.
And we were dancing, and we like it's how I'm trying to think of how she was singing it.
Yeah.
And we were I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
See, that's the best thing about being married to you, is that you always keep surprising me with good things.
Well, I didn't sing to you.
I know, but still, I know that one day you are going to.
Yeah.
When I least expect it.
That's like a big regret of mine, because I was like really.
Don't. The proposal was beautiful.
No, I know, but I was just like I was like super I was so nervous because. I mean, I was nervous just to propose to you, but like leading up to it, I was just like, I need to do something really big, and so like I got my head into that headspace of like, okay, I'm gonna sing to her in front of everybody, and then And then so I feel kind of like I don't know. I should have just done it. Got tackled in the restaurant by a server.
Well, that would have been a story.
Yeah. They're like, Andrew was going to propose to me, but he got arrested.
So I had to bail him out.
Yeah. I had to go hawk the ring and bail him out. All right. Enough of this story.
Enough of this story. Is there anything else that we brought up in the last episode that never see the light of day? I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm doing a Skechers campaign tomorrow.
Yeah. That's it. Okay. Love that.
I'm just talking about stuff. I don't know.
But I can ask you this. Since we're already halfway through February, what was the best thing with January?
The best thing with January.
Mm-hmm.
The best thing with January. I mean, it was really nice having your dad here for just those couple days. But
was that in January?
I think, right? Wasn't that the end of January?
I think so, yeah.
Honestly, January was fucking long.
It was. January was long, but I liked how long it was.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like I got a lot, not done, but just like, it was still a good, like, terrible things were happening all over the world, but individually, I feel like it was good. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I've been going through just like weird up and down like emotions of like, I don't know. And then there's like so many things that I want to talk about that I feel like I can't talk about. Things about what we're going through, and then just things that are happening like politically. It's just like there's just a lot of crazy shit that's going on, and then I don't know, just it's very frustrating. Like, I just feel like this country is so divided, and like, it's like if you're on that side, you're wrong. If you're on that side, you're wrong. And it's like, wow, how about we're all fucking Americans and we're in this together and we want the best for our children and the best for our families. And it's like, it is so frustrating. And then like a lot of hateful things that are being said about like Tosca. And it's like, I know Tosca personally, and she is an amazing woman, and I'm so grateful to be a part of Passion Flicks. Yeah. And it's very disheartening to see, you know. And it's just like, I don't know where I'm going down on this rant, but there's just a lot of things that don't sit well with me.
Yeah.
And a lot of things that I see that are said on the internet, and it's just like, it's bullshit, I think, and it's upsetting. But yeah, it's just like, in this day and age, it's like if you say anything, it's like you can just, they try to crucify you, and it's, I don't know. But besides that, it's like, that's just like another, it's like every day I look online at stuff, and it's just like, it's very overwhelming, and there's so much things happening, and it's fucking hard to be a human. You know, it's like life is hard.
Fair.
It's like, not only it's just like just the things that we have been dealing with in our personal life, the things that we want, and the things that we like
striving for.
Yeah, that we're striving for, and like there's so many ups and downs just with that alone. And it's like, even if we cancel out everything that's happening in the world,
yeah,
it's like this is a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And then to add on all these other layers, it's just like, it's just sad. And I wish more people would just come together and be kind to each other. And I don't know why I all of a sudden started talking about this, but
just been holding it in for a while, I guess.
Yeah. It's just so frustrating. And
I'm guessing that's the worst thing with January.
Well, I don't know. January was long. I just like it was such a long month. And I don't know. It was really great to have your dad here.
It was.
And I was very let down because like I was looking so forward to having my mom here.
Yeah. Oh, that was another thing. We never covered that, did we?
No.
I mean, yeah, we did cover that.
Did we in the fire episode?
I think so. Yeah.
But that was a big letdown. Like I was so looking forward to having my mom here and bringing her to it was just that was a huge letdown.
Yeah,
you know?
That was probably one of the worst things.
Yeah, and I don't know, but I'm hoping because it's Leah's birthday coming up in like March.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be cool if my mom and my sisters can come down here. We could plan something. It'd be really nice. So it would be awesome to have Kasha and Janie come down here too with River and Van, because they're like perfect.
Kasha is.
And yeah, I know, but I was talking to Janie yesterday, and she was saying that they've been trying to maybe plan a trip to meet up here, like Tony and Kasha comes down with Van, and then maybe Andy and Janie, or maybe Janie and my mom and Leah would come down. But I would just think the boys are at like the perfect age to
go to
Disneyland.
Yeah.
And like that would be so much fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
And yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be let's plan for something like that. That would be really fun to
What
do.
was your favorite part of January?
I do feel like my dad coming here is probably my favorite part.
Mm-hmm.
It's always so nice to have family come to visit.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It makes me really happy. And I do think my least favorite part is probably that your mom couldn't come here. And like that whole week I was looking so much forward to like your mom coming here. I was going to see Wicked together, and then I was going to Disneyland together, and then all of that just got canceled.
Yeah.
And like including with everything going around with the fires and everybody that got affected by the fires, it was just like it was such a weird week. Like the whole week and the week following was just like it felt very uneasy and like but yeah.
Yeah, hopefully the fucking air was so bad. Hopefully we didn't breathe in anything that we shouldn't have.
I wonder if it still says that you should wear masks outside.
Well, it's probably not good still.
Yeah.
But
like with the little particles.
Yeah, but we're gonna go have lunch with Sia and his girlfriend today.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be fun. I mean, I need to actually message them and see where we're gonna have that, but
we don't have a time or a place yet.
Yeah, I was hoping Zach and Ella could meet up, which very confused because he like told Sia that he could, and then he told me that he was flying back from Chicago today, so he couldn't. I don't know. So maybe Zach and Ella might be there. I don't know. That might be fun.
Well, maybe he told Sia that he could, and then his flight got delayed or something.
No, we were texting him at the same time.
Oh, then I don't know.
But yeah, because you've already met Sia. You met Joel. They came to dinner with us when your dad and his friend were in town. Mm-hmm. You haven't met Zach yet. Zach is awesome. I'm excited for you to meet them. Oh yeah, you met Alex.
Micah too.
Yeah. They're currently out of country right now.
Mm-hmm. But it's funny that it's not funny, haha. It's fun.
Yeah. Swedish people like to say things that are fun are funny, which doesn't make sense, but they like to do that. It throws me off every time your dad says, he's like, "Oh, this is very funny," and he shows me like a thing of like a skiing trip, and I'm like, "Yeah." But yeah.
No, what I was gonna say is it's fun that there's so many of the cast that
live here in LA.
Like of the brothers.
Yeah.
which I'm excited to get to know them more.
Yeah, I know we've all been really bad about like, I mean, me and Alex.
I mean, it's been a lot because it's been the holidays and everything, and people have been traveling and not been here, so it's been hard to connect with everybody.
Yeah. Also, I'm just like pretty bad about
reaching out.
Yeah, I like to stay in my little
bubble.
Like in my little bubble. Like I leave to go to the gym and then I come back home and I just hang out with the dogs.
I'm never getting you a man cave because you won't leave that shit. You will close the blind.
You're never getting me a man cave.
We're never building you a man cave.
Yeah, I'm gonna have like my own office.
That's gonna be a man cave.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna have like a punching bag in there, like a virtual reality.
That's a man cave.
I'm gonna have like an axe throwing wall where I can throw axes. No windows.
Everything painted in black, so it's dark in there.
Yeah. You actually, when you walk in, there's gonna be night vision goggles that you have to put on to navigate in the man cave. Do you remember the scene from Step Brothers? He's like, I got to show you something.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, God, imagine if we had these when we were kids. And he's like, even better. We're 40 or whatever he says.
Yeah. That's a funny movie, too.
We started watching Slow Horses. I mean, not started. We finished.
We started and we finished.
Such a good show.
It's a really good show.
It's awesome. If you guys are looking for a new show on Apple Plus, it's with Gary Oldman. I forget the guy that plays River. But it's a Gary Oldman show. Yeah. There's like 3 or 4 seasons.
4 seasons.
4 seasons out. Slow Horses. It's really good.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's like about MI5. Nobody ever has a gun in that show. Very upsetting. That's the most upsetting thing about that show is that nobody ever has a gun. Like if you're gonna go storm a fucking, or you have to go clear a building. Or you have to go, like, you know that there's bad guys in there. Why the fuck would you go in there without a gun?
They're just grabbing, like, the pan.
A pot or like a kitchen knife. They're like, what can I grab? They're like, here's a shoe.
A kettle.
Or he takes his shoe off. He has a shoe.
A kettle, a tea boiler.
Well, do you remember that part? When Gary Oldman comes in.
Yeah, and he puts his shoe in a bag, and he's like, what the fuck are you going to do with that?
Yeah, this is exactly my point. They need to have guns. I don't understand. He's like,
I'm honestly disappointed in you.
That's like one of the cool things about if you were an agent or a police officer, you get a gun. That's the cool part about it. You get to have a weapon, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways, it's awesome though. The show's great.
Yeah. Last update that I have. I got a water pike.
Oh yeah, for your teeth.
Yeah.
Yep.
For like cleaning, I guess.
I've been on her ass forever about flossing.
Yeah.
Because like I'm big on flossing. I floss every day. And I try to tell her, and she has the braces that are behind your teeth. Mm-hmm. Which I don't know why that they still do those. It doesn't make sense. Because
I found out the other day that my new colleague also has those.
Yeah, but
we started talking about how we hate
but listen,
retainers.
Your oral health is so important, you know?
Yeah, but now I can keep it clean with the Oliver was like sleeping. He's so cute. He's sleeping on the hard drive.
I'm saying though, like your oral health is so important. And flossing, like every dentist has ever said to me, they're like, the one thing you should do, like they say you should floss after every time you eat.
I know.
You know? And those things behind your teeth, like it makes it really hard to floss your bottom teeth.
Yeah, but that's why I'm happy I got a water pike. So people that don't know what a water pike is a little machine like this big, has little attachments that you can put on, different attachments, and it's basically like you fill it up with water and then it shoots water like into your mouth basically, and they're like a little the little attachment's like a little straw, but it's super super thin, and then you just like you clean your gums between your teeth and you can put it behind your teeth, and then I have a special attachment that's like a little brush that you can go in behind on the braces, and then I have like a tongue scraper that like shoots water and then cleans the tongue. And I really like it a lot. My teeth feels a lot cleaner. I don't have the build-up plaque that I used to have before. and I feel like my breath is a little bit better. So,
well, that's good.
I also found out that like the toothpaste that we were using wasn't like, it's good. It's the Colgate whitening, but they said that if you have plaque buildup, which I have, you should use like Colgate Total Plaque something.
Well, yeah.
So I changed toothpaste, and then
I think, yeah. I mean, I hope that water machine is like getting down, because it's, if you get floss, like, so when I first started flossing, my gums would bleed really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Now they don't. Now I've like, for the most part,
yeah,
my teeth feel pretty good. I also started doing oil pulling, and that's like made a fucking huge difference.
Yeah.
Like, for real, like a huge difference. I get cavities like extremely easy. I had those root canals that then ended up like, apparently got reinfected or something. That's what the dentist said, and then it was going to be like another like $3,000. But then I started doing that oil pulling, and my teeth like they don't hurt anymore, and I don't know, I hate the fucking dentist, but I've been oil pulling. I floss every day. My teeth feel good, and I don't eat a lot of. So
2025 is the year that we dig into.
I've always been on top of my oral
I mean,
health.
both of us.
I've always taken care of my teeth. It's just it's like I get cavities really easily. So yeah. It's like, that's why I can't eat sugar or anything.
I get plaque buildup really easily from my saliva. So, but I'm taking care of that because I want to have healthy gums.
That's good.
I want to make you smile whenever you're sad. Carry you to bed when your arthritis is bad. Oh, all I want to do is grow old with you.
You know, I just realized I'm not wearing my wedding ring. Hold on, let me go get it.
I'll miss you, kiss you.
I forget the words, actually.
Something
I'll
when you are cold.
You, kiss you.
Okay, everything is right now.
Let you hold the remote control. Why'd you leave the light on, baby?
That was already. No, I didn't turn it on now, so just leave it. Just Okay, these questions.
I don't have my phone.
Oh.
Go turn the light off.
No, I'm not turning my light off now. It's too late.
Okay, these were some questions that we got from some listeners on our way back when podcast that we did, like, sounds like 12 years ago.
What?
So how do you want to do this?
I don't know. You just go through them.
We already did this on our last episode that didn't get seen by the light of day. How hard is it to be taken serious when you've been considered beautiful as an actor after so many book covers? How hard is it to be taken serious? Well, it was... I don't want to do this. I feel like we've already answered all these. So
yeah, we have, but we've answered it for us, but we need to answer it for them.
Okay. Well,
they're the one wondering, you know?
Yes. So, I mean, I started acting around the same time that I got scouted for modeling. Mm-hmm. I thought modeling would be a good segue into acting to get comfortable in front of the camera, and then by chance, the modeling kind of took off quicker than the acting did, and then I kind of got known as a model before being, and then when I told people, I was like, oh no, like I'm an actor, and that took a really long time for me to like believe in myself that I'm an actor, just because I was taking classes and doing like short films I didn't feel like an actor yet, because I was never paid for it, you know. I was just I was doing it out of the passion I had for it, I guess. But yeah, like I did a lot of like modeling things, and then I ended up going to Milan, and I was there for like a good portion of the year.
I'm sorry, but that's such a cool experience. Like, I know that you might not think so. Because
no. I mean, no. I'm very grateful for the time. I learned a lot about myself and I grew a lot as a person. But But when I think back on that time, I was really depressed.
I know.
So it's like I can look at it and I can take away the positives from it. Like, I learned a lot about myself, and I learned a lot. Honestly, before that, I was never as much as a shut-in. I got so comfortable at just being by myself and like entertaining myself, and
which honestly is a good quality. I think it is. I think it's a good quality that you're so comfortable with being with yourself, because a lot of people are scared of being with themselves sometimes, and they're just like forcing themselves onto others almost. You know.
Well, yeah, it was it. I really. I cooked a lot. I drank a lot of wine.
Smoked.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well,
yeah.
I smoked more socially when I was in Milan. I didn't really go out. I wasn't like smoking cigarettes like I did when I smoked cigarettes. But no, I'm thankful for that time. It was just like, when I think back on it, there was like, I was very alone, and it was kind of it was depressing. Not kind of, it was, but especially after that, when I came back from Milan, like more so like in LA, it was like I did a lot of like jobs, and I was popping up on like little things, and I did a lot of like shoots with like somewhat big photographers, and so it was like people just knew me as a model, so it was hard to be taken seriously as an actor.
Yeah,
like
because I remember when you did an acting class, like a year after we moved in together, and you were like introducing yourself in that class, and you were like, oh yeah, they're like, what do you do? And you're like, I'm an actor. And they're like, yeah, but what do you do?
Yeah.
And you're like, I work sometimes as a model. They're like, oh, so you're a model then. And it's just like, I think people just look at you and they're just like, yeah, of course he's a model because he looks so good and blah blah blah, and probably thinking like, I know you also had the the hard time of like, oh, he has it so easy because he's looking so good, like he has it so easy in acting because he's looking so good and he's a model and blah blah blah. And I just think that, like, I think you almost gonna have it harder. Like, I know you had such a hard time breaking out of like being like the perfect boyfriend in the rom-coms.
Well, yeah, no, I mean,
like, nobody pictured you as a villain.
Yeah. Well,
nobody pictured you as the bad guy, which I know was one of the parts that you really wanted to play.
Well, what's funny is like, it's not even that it's funny. It's like this sounds like, oh, what a bad problem to have, to be typecasted as like the nice guy next door.
Yeah.
But what's funny is like those characters are, I think, I mean, if you watch a lot of the past things I've done, they're not great. The work is not necessarily great. I don't look back on like Christmas in Pine Valley or Love Marks the Spot and I'm not like, wow, my act, like I can see how much I've grown since then, but when I watch, like when I play in like Imposter P in that short film, that's the type of stuff I like doing. And I think honestly, and out of everything and out of everything I've done, that is probably the most proud of. Like I'm really proud of Wait With Me, because that was just like such a huge working with Madison. Like Madison is just really talented, and like that was a really great learning experience. Also my introduction to working with Passion Flicks, and they're like a family to me. Like I love everybody at Passion Flicks. And so that, out of all the films I've done, Wait With Me I'm the most proud of. But I was playing that, I started kind of figuring out how to play that character, because that was like the nice kind of the nice guy kind of role, you know?
Yeah.
And the roles I did previously, it's like I didn't want to play those characters, but I was typecasted as that because of the way I looked. And again, I'm not saying like, oh, poor me. Like, it's not a bad thing, okay? But I playing characters like Zadist, that's like, those are the characters that I feel most drawn to, But when you look a certain way, people don't want to give you that chance. And then also the fact that I've done so many modeling things, it's like people look at me and they're like, oh, you think just because like you're a model and you're good looking, you can act? And it's like, well, I started in this industry with the intention of being an actor.
You just stumbled into modeling and that took off, and of course you're not gonna say no to another income source. Like, that's
how
just
many?
stupid.
I know so many actors that are struggling to break into the industry, and they have all these survivor jobs.
Yeah.
And I had those survivor jobs too. I was a bartender, I was a server, I was a busser, I was an event server, I did construction. I did all these jobs while the modeling stuff started trickling in. And then once I was like, I do one job and I make a couple $1,000s. I'm like, this fucking takes me a couple weeks to make with having multiple jobs.
Yeah.
And so when I saw that, I was like, well, fuck yeah, I'm going to lean into the modeling stuff as well, so I can have more time to go up to LA to take these night classes and these night acting classes. And it gave me a lot of freedom to pursue acting. And like, a lot of the short films and stuff I did, I had to go really far out of my way to do these things. And if I didn't have the means of like the modeling jobs I was doing, I would not have been able to do that. Yeah. Like if I had a serving job that it was hard for me to take time off of and all that stuff, like I wouldn't have been able to drive to San Diego to do that one short film that ended up, or it wasn't even a short film, it was a feature, but it ended up getting canned during COVID. But like, that was all, I was doing that for free. I was driving down to San Diego, like it was a couple days a week, and I was shooting all day and then driving back home. There was one time where I got a hotel because it was so late when we got done, but like if I didn't have modeling, I wouldn't have been able to do any of that. But going back to the original question, it's like, it's hard to be taken seriously. Like I tell someone, oh, I've been on 600 book covers, or over 600 romance book covers, and some people, mostly the romance community, they're so like supportive, and have nothing but kind things to say to me, and like, so on that aspect, I love it. Like I love that community, and then it goes hand in hand with Passion Flicks. So it's like I feel like I've known that community for forever, and they're very welcoming and very supportive. But then like other people, like in the modeling industry, and then people in the acting industry, they think like, oh, your image is like oversaturated and you're everywhere, and then you're like on all these little like cheesy book covers, and like they say like kind of negative things about it.
I think it all stems down to like jealousy though.
I don't think it's jealousy. I really think there's a thing behind it. Like I've heard actors say this. They're like, aren't you worried about having your image everywhere? And it's like, bro, I'm just trying to survive and then also do the thing I love doing.
But I feel like also you having your image everywhere is making you more relevant, because you're like, it's like, have you heard that type of marketing? It was like, no marketing is bad marketing. Like even if you're doing shitty things, as long as people are talking about you, you're relevant in a way.
The term is not no marketing is bad. The term is
there is no bad marketing.
No, the term is what is it? It's like even bad publicity is good publicity or something, right?
Same thing.
Like that's not the term, but you really fucked my mind up. I can't think of the actual term now because I'm thinking of what you just said. But no, but like there is a thing to this. Like I've had agents tell me this. They're like, you don't want to be like, it's like,
yeah, but that's the thing
you
too,
want to be more like exclusive and like hard to get and all this stuff, and it's like,
yeah, but
I've just, everything that I have done has led me to the next thing, and it's kept me out of doing some shitty dead end job that's like soul sucking, like I did that for my entire life. Like growing up in Spokane, I've had really shitty jobs, like really shitty jobs.
Who knows, like if you weren't on all of these book covers in the book cover community, then maybe you never would have got your foot into Passion Flicks.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And if you never got your foot into Passion Flick with Wait With Me, you might have never been casted for Sadist for Black Dagger Brotherhood. So like everything is connected.
I really, like, people have been always quick to give me advice on my career. And I mean this, it's like Andre will joke about this with me all the time. He's like, so many people are they just always try to give you advice, and it's not that I don't listen to it, but it's just like
You take it with a grain of salt, and you're just like.
Some people tell me that there's just a lot of things that I've been told, and it's just like I've always just trusted my instincts and my heart, and like I'm gonna keep doing that because there are things that I regret, you know, like there's some jobs that I've done that I'm like I wish I didn't, because there's just some images that will be on the internet forever, you know, but everything I have done has led me to that next thing. So it's like...
Well, it has led you to the moment that you're in right now.
Yeah.
If you removed any of them, maybe you wouldn't be in the moment that you are right now. Like, and that's the same thing with, like, if you never got into modeling, then we might have not have met.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just like...
Yeah. And those art heart shows are like... those were such a big point in my life too. Like, yes, they were kind of a shit show, but I met a lot of great people on those things.
Yeah.
I met you on those.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm so grateful for the modeling aspect, but yeah, I mean, going back to the question, this is a very long-ended answer, but yeah, it's hard to be taken seriously, but again, it's like there could be I would way rather deal with that than any other problem. You know, being typecasted as the good-looking guy, like that's really that's not bad. You know? So.
But we're really excited that you get to play the bad guy now, or not the bad guy, but the.
Well, that's the thing is, it's like I mean,
the mysterious, scary guy in the corner.
Well, it's not just Zadis, but it's like the other couple of things that I've done. It's like it's like a snowball effect. I think people are seeing. They're like, oh, he's good at that.
I think they're starting to see that you have a very versatile side to yourself.
Yeah.
And people are playing into it now, and I really like where we're heading.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm really excited for the future.
Me too. That was a very long.
That's fine.
I don't even.
Some questions might be long answered, some might be short.
What are you guys looking
Yeah.
If I read this exactly how it was said, it was written strangely. What you guys are looking forward to the most this year on your main goals. But what it was meant was, what are you guys looking forward to the most this year, and what are like your goals, your main goals?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to the most, Michelle, this year, and what's a main goal?
What I'm looking forward to this year is, one, I'm looking forward to the premiere to watch the BDB show.
Don't say when that was.
I'm not gonna say when it is or where it is.
I'm looking forward to it.
But I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun.
I'm so excited to see you play sadist. Like,
I'm excited. I haven't seen anything.
I'm getting like teary-eyed right now just talking about it, because I'm so excited to just see you like. I don't know why I'm crying right now, but I am.
I love you, baby.
And I just started reading the second book, and I'm already, like, I'm on chapter 15, and I'm like hooked. So
I'm so excited to do the. I read Lover Eternal quite a while ago, but I breezed through it because this is one, like, I was preparing for season 1, and I just wanted to try to get as far as I can in the series before we started shooting. And so I went through Lover Eternal pretty quickly, but reading it again, just like last week or whatever, I really went through and like did notes and went through each scene. Obviously, you're reading the book now, and
oh my god, it's kind of hard to read it because he has like little sticky notes everywhere, and he's been like lining the. You just like reading, you're like.
I know. I'm sorry I did that, but
he fucked up the book, but it's fine.
But I'm like, I'm so excited for it because I didn't realize. I mean, really, that book. I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to ruin anything, but it's just such a big setup for my book.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's about
rage.
It's about Rage and Mary's story, and it's what's awesome too is like I see Alex as I'm reading that book, and I love that. Like, I just see how he talks, and it's like, it's just cool to be a part of this, and I'm really excited, and I feel like we put in so much effort in season 1, and I just hijacked your question.
No, you're fine.
Sorry. You're excited for the premiere. Okay.
I'm really excited for the premiere. I'm trying to launch my own company this year.
I'm really excited for that.
That I'm really excited about. It's something that I've been working on for the past 5 years, I would say. I mean, it's been in the making for longer than that, but more just like trying to figure out the details. And this year I just said, what am I waiting for? Like, what am I honestly, it started this fall when you were in Atlanta filming, because I was just like, I had that whole month of just being really down, going through it really hard, and then the second month was just like, okay, I need to set up the goals for me. What do I want to achieve for next year? Like, what are my goals basically, and how do I get there? What are the steps to get there? And I've been just like sitting down, and I've been figuring out what I want the brand to be, more of the nitty-gritty stuff. I've been switching platforms for my website because this is a better website for it, and I've been contacting some of the production companies. I need to contact more production companies because I'm not really happy with the people that I've contacted. I need to find vendors. I just bought muslin, which is a test fabric, so I'm gonna start making samples. And
was that dress that you made, the test sample dress, is that a part of Ellie Shim?
It is. Okay. It is, yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were doing that for the premiere.
Well, I was gonna wear that dress for the premiere. Okay. Because I feel like that will be, and then that way I can also show off my brand at the premiere, or at least just wear something that I've made for the premiere.
Yeah. The only thing is that I'm not sure what's gonna happen for that. Is typically Passion Flicks likes to do like themes.
That's fine.
Because remember for Wallbanger they did the pajama parties, and I put a hole in your pink satin pajamas. That was a pajama, or not pajama party, but it was a pajama.
If you see here, I'm wearing a pink pajamas.
Those are the new ones I bought you.
These are the new ones he got me for Christmas. These are Skims. They say Skims Hotel. They're really comfortable. They're really oversized and nice and big. And I'm also wearing my Skims slippers that he got for me. But he got me new pajamas since he wrecked my old ones.
Yeah.
But yes,
I want to do a knee slide in those.
No, you're not gonna do. You're never gonna borrow these.
Yes, I am.
No.
Did you throw away the other ones?
No.
Okay, well, if I ever need to borrow them again, I'm gonna use those ones. But
I felt so bad throwing them away. But
no, but they do themes, so
that's fine.
They might not. They
didn't do a theme for the Way With Me movie.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah, they didn't.
They didn't do a theme for what was that movie that we went to here in LA?
That was whoa, why am I blanking right now? I don't know what's wrong with me right now.
I'm blanking so hard on that movie.
Hold on, no, I need to say it because that was really good.
No, but what I'm saying is the theme thing was more during the Passion Con.
The air he breathes.
Yeah.
God, why did that slip my mind?
Yeah, and that one didn't didn't have a theme either.
No, yeah, that was just regular like.
So I feel like as long as I think that we should dress.
Oh, I'm dressing to the fucking 9, bro.
Oh, I meant like more like to the character.
Oh, what does that mean?
Well, I mean, you're probably gonna be dressing as sadist.
No, but what my mind was, if we're
so probably dark.
I was just
all black.
I really want to do like an all black suit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just all black.
That's what I'm saying. So
like black tie, black shirt, black suit.
So I'm thinking either I'm just gonna dress to you and just wear black, or I might do some kind of. I kind of want to do a print. You know, with the dress, it has like the flowy bottom. That's like a chiffon. I'm thinking like doing a solid base and then do like the skirt maybe in like a print, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. They might tell us that it's gonna be like a costume party or something. I don't know.
That's fine too. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But right now I'm just working on the patterns for the designs, and I did the first one and I'm not happy with it. So
the one that I saw?
Yeah. I'm just gonna redo because the base was based on like it's also, the thing is too, I took the base patterns of a dress that I made for myself 2 years ago for Christmas, and I don't want that to be a base pattern because that's not an accurate size. Like if you want extra small, small, medium, large in dresses, you don't want to take something that's made to fit me, because I'm not an accurate small or an accurate medium. It's made after my measurements, meaning that if you want like an accurate medium dress, when you grade it, it's not gonna be that size. So I need to redo the patterns from like the actual base patterns of an accurate size, and then just adjust it from that. So I have to redo the patterns, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. So that's basically what I'm working on and what my goal is for this year.
Awesome. No, I'm really excited to watch it all come together,
but I'm also looking forward to film season 2.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm really excited. I'm excited to go and fly out there and visit you. Yeah,
it's gonna be awesome. Those are pretty much, I feel like we have the same things we're looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the premiere. I'm looking forward to shooting season 2. I'm looking forward to watching your brand come together, and looking forward to taking more photos of you sitting in here. Like, I have such a good photo of Ellie sleeping on the floor, your dress is on the mannequin, and you're sitting holding Oliver on the kitchen counter like this, and you're just staring at the dress like it's all pinned, and you're just staring at it, and it's like such a good photo. So I'm just looking to watching you stressing over the look of it.
Me stressing over the design.
Yeah, but I'm excited, and it makes me happy to see you finally like really grabbing the bull by the horns and doing what you've wanted to do for so.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my goals as well.
I'm happy that we have very similar goals.
Yeah.
We're moving forward in life together, and not in separate directions towards separate goals.
Yeah.
Because that's also a good thing. Like, I want you to succeed with your acting, and I know you want me to succeed with my fashion brand, and I just think that's a really good.
We're a good team.
We are a good team. I love you.
I love you, baby.
Okay, are we jumping to the next question?
Yeah. Views on marriage, finances, together or separate? Bucket list items. This is from Mike Garusko from Spokane, Washington.
I feel like you need to read everybody's
name. I know some of their names, though, are like, they're not just names.
Oh, never mind then.
Like the last person, the last question about what are you looking forward to this year and like your main goals, that was from Tater J420.
Oh my god, a Tater? Was it from Yale?
No, it's Teeter.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, no, this is Tater J420. How do you pronounce this? Looks like it. The first one.
Maria.
No, that is not Maria. That's
Maria.
No, that's not Maria.
Maria Richelli.
That's not Maria. That's Mar-E-R. If you're going to read it like how it's written.
No, it's Maria.
That's not how you say Maria.
How did you spell Maria then?
Maybe you're right. Maria Risselli. Oh, maybe. Sorry. All the R's and. Okay, so the first question we answered was from Maria Risselli. The second question was from Tater J420. This question about.
Oh, it's Maria, but I feel like Maria is more.
Maria. It's either Maria Risselli or Maria Risselli. Sorry, we apologize. Thank you for your question. But okay, so Mike Rusko, he's one of my buddies from Spokane, Washington. He works with Joel. I think he works with Joel. I think he's also in real estate. He's doing a lot of stuff.
Nice.
But the question was views on marriage, finances, together or separate, and then bucket list items, which I so you and I, we both have separate bank accounts.
We do.
But we're pretty on top of like paying our bills and stuff together and like managing our money together.
Yeah.
I'm a little bad about things that I buy on Amazon. I buy a lot of supplements.
I wonder how much we spent on Amazon last year.
Well, it said that I saved $4,000 on Amazon.
So that means that you spend like a lot more.
Well, it's.
I think it says on mine, it's like, oh, you saved $200.
Yeah, mine says like $4,000.
That's insane.
Because listen, every month I buy the athletic greens. I buy colostrum. Those things right there alone by themselves, it's like $250. Yeah, $250.
Yeah.
Okay. And I use that. I buy that every month. Yeah. That doesn't include all the vitamins and stuff that I get. It's a little crazy, but
it's a little crazy.
I like how I feel. I feel very optimal with all the stuff I take. Prime. I started taking NAD like NAD and
Did you really? Is it good? Like, what does it do?
I like it. It's supposed to it's like an anti-aging. It's supposed to like help. Hold on, just stay here.
Staying put. No, but we do have separate bank accounts. We did open one account, one combined account for when I was going through the green card process because they wanted that. And we never put any money into it, and that account eventually just shut down.
It didn't shut down. It's just paused.
I mean, yeah, but I can't use it. I tried to put money into it, and they was just like, you have to call the bank.
I don't know why I grabbed this. This is stupid, but I started taking this, and I fucking love it. True Niagen. That bottle right there is like $100 and something.
That's insane.
But I'll let people do their research on it. I watched a whole thing on it, and
increases NAD plus levels up to 150% in 3 weeks.
It's supposed to help with like aging and stuff, and like I think recovery and.
How big are the pills?
They're kind of big.
Really? Oh my.
All my pills are that big. I take like a turbo.
Oh my god, these are huge.
Don't pull things out. Don't put your fingers in there. Come on.
Don't put your fingers in there.
Listen, this bottle is like $100 something.
The pills are like this.
Anyways,
this.
I see a difference in like
this
I see a difference. But now that I'm 33, I'm trying to I've always
now that I'm 33.
Since I started working out, I've always been like trying to take better care of myself, and like especially now that I don't drink, which that's a huge fucking thing. Like
plus,
yeah, like that. Just the alone taking alcohol out of the equation, instantly. It's like the things you used to deal with, like health wise, are just like gone. But
doesn't it feel good to not be hungover?
Yeah, I love it, but I still don't get great sleep.
Maybe still. Like detoxing your system. How many days sober are you now? Do you know?
I have a little AA tracker. I am. Wait, what?
Stop counting because you.
No, I got logged out because I got a new phone, and now I have to like. So I stopped drinking October 31st, 2023.
Yeah. Yeah.
So beep, 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 beep. I can't do math. What is that?
I don't know.
You know math better than me.
So 1 year is 365, and then how many months is it since October? It's January, December, November. So 3 months. That's like 90 days, so 365 plus 90. That's like 450.
Whatever. That's how long I've been sober. So,
oh my god, you're coming up on 500 days.
Whoa.
That's cool.
Yeah. Makes me really want to celebrate and have a drink.
No, it does not.
No, I know. No, I have no urges. But, also, this... We're not even answering the questions, but I ended up upgrading my skincare routine.
Yeah.
I spent like $300 on stuff.
Spent like $300.
I spent a lot.
That's great.
But I got like I
Did you get the stuff yet?
No, it's coming in the mail. because I feel like we take care of our skin, but like we've been using that Naked stuff from Target. Is it Naked? What is it? What's the brand called?
Native.
I
keep calling it Naked too.
Me too. I don't know why. I'm
going asking. I'm like, do you have that Naked lotion? And they're like, what?
They're like, no.
I'm like, no.
I like the brand though because they only have like 16 ingredients. They don't have any it's paraben free, aluminum free, all that shit.
Yeah.
Which I like, but there's other brands that if you spend a little bit more money, it's just better quality. And I
just like it I don't use it for my skincare. I just use it for body wash and hair.
The face wash one that we had that we ran out of like a while ago, so I've just been using the body wash.
Yeah, I wasn't using that.
But I ordered.
I'm using my other one.
I ordered
my
like
Rocher.
I ordered a face wash, fucking expensive. But
So I'm gonna borrow it.
No, you're not gonna borrow it. I wanna. If it's good, we can buy you some. But
baby, I'm turning 28.
I found this skincare regiment or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Of these brands, there's a mix of brands, but there's like a brand called I think it's True Botanicals. That's where I order my rosemary hair serum that I put in my hair.
Mm-hmm.
They have like a oil, like an all-purpose anti-aging skincare oil thing, and it's like all natural like ingredients. There's no alcohol or any of the glycerin, flycerin, phosphate, any of that shit in there. And that's pretty much like all of the stuff I got. The face wash is I think it's by Osea.
Okay.
But it's like all natural stuff, and I'm excited to try it because I'm getting older, and I think I need to be.
Just so you know, prepare for it. Your face might react to it the first like week or two.
Yeah.
Like being like more red, being more like you might break out a little bit, but that's just your skin reacting to the new skincare.
The skincare routine that I like found. This was supposed to be for people with very sensitive skin. I feel like my skin's very sensitive. Like my skin will react to like anything.
Like your skin is not sensitive. Oh my god, you have the. I hate how good your skin is.
But that's because I like
I'm
it.
jealous.
For instance, if I used like a face wash that's for like acne, that will make me break out. Whenever I've accidentally used like my sister's stuff growing up, I would instantly get zits. So that's like I've always been like, if I use like a gentle face wash, like, and I lightly scrub my face, that's how my face would react the best to,
Yeah.
But like I remember like I used a Stridex pad one time and like fucking zits all over my face because it's like
Stridex pad. What was that?
I think it was Stridex. I don't know. I think that's what it was. But it was like a pad that
like
you
a cleansing pad.
A cleansing pad that was to like get rid of oil and stuff, and it dried my face out and I broke out from it. And so I never used like any like actual acne face stuff growing up. Still don't. But
did you ever use like retinol?
Yeah, the Olay. I have a night and day cream that I use.
Oh no, wait, I'm thinking about.
But retinol, yeah, retinol, and then the peptides.
No, I'm thinking about something else. Never mind.
Well, the night cream I think is like
It's not a cream. It's like
a serum, a vitamin C serum.
No, it's more like an alcohol.
I don't know. I try not to put anything that dries my face out.
That you put on. But yeah, no. Never mind. I'm not that great with skincare, honestly. Like I'm only using my La Roche or whatever it's called face wash, and then I use the Carrot Farm.
Yeah.
Beef tallow.
Yeah. That stuff's really good. I put that stuff on my face.
That's what I use.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that stuff for our body and stuff too. But so this has nothing to do with our finances. I clearly spend too much money on like Amazon and
we clearly spend a lot of money.
on
separate accounts.
I love trying to I don't know. I love like trying to make my body work.
Yeah.
At I don't know.
I love how you're like my own private little doctor in a way. telling me what to not do and what to do.
Yeah. Well, it's honestly, it's like there's things that I know, but it's hard for me to like formulate the reasoning behind it. It's like I'll listen to so many podcasts and I watch so many things. Well, that's the thing too
that I feel like you're kind of lacking sometimes is the fact that I think most of the podcasts you listen to is men talking, and women and men react very differently to certain diets or certain medicine or certain skincare or certain like because I remember when we started dating and you were just using like the Dove 4-in-1 face wash, or not even face wash, a body wash on your face, and you're like, just do that's really good for my skin. And I was like, if I do that, I'm gonna break out like very, very bad, sir.
Also, the Dove body wash is not good.
It's not good, but what I'm saying is like you're reacting differently, like how I can't fast all month because of my cycle. My hormones are fucked up in different ways each week. Like you're basically you don't have a full month like you guys, like men has. Your hormones are staying very level throughout the whole month. While for women, you have different things each week that you're lacking, and you have different things that you're overproducing certain weeks. So you have to like do certain things according to that.
I disagree with you on that a little bit, because I think you haven't experimented, because the way that you would figure that out is by doing it and figuring out what works best for you. I've done different types of fasting where I'm very diligent, where I won't eat until 1 o'clock. I have my first meal and then I eat my last meal before 8, and like that's my window of like 1 to 8. Then there's times where like I'll fast for a whole day and then I eat the next day and then fast the whole next day. Like I've done those types of things. And then there's times where I'll fast for like 3 days. And like when I was doing the modeling stuff in Miami during like swim week, this was like before we met, I was doing like 3 to 4 day fasts. Like I got like really skinny, really like I cut.
Okay.
But I'm just saying though, what the point of what I'm saying is,
what does that to do with women bodies?
Well, what I'm saying is like I've experimented with what works with my body the best, and I know how to fluctuate like from weight.
I get that.
And I'm saying you haven't done that.
No, but what I'm talking about is you taking your experience and saying you should do this, but it's like I can't do that depending on where I am in my cycle. Yeah,
but because
I know you love to dive into different facts, and I want you to dive into this.
Well, okay, I mean, yes, everybody is different.
Yeah.
I get that, but
please dive into how the women's cycle works and what's best for each week.
Yeah, but I don't don't think for the human body, I don't think it's good to constantly be putting food in it. Like
No, I'm not just talking about fasting. I'm talking about all different kinds of things.
Okay, but I mean, listen.
I'm not saying that fasting is bad.
No, I know. I'm trying to. I'm
just saying, like, some weeks maybe I should eat more fish, or some weeks I should eat more steak, and some weeks I should eat more.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like,
well,
I'm challenging you. This has nothing to do with finances, but I'm challenging you to look into the women's cycle.
Well, I mean, if you
do research about what's best for each week, and then tell me.
Listen,
because I want to know. But I don't want to do the research.
If you're going to, I mean, I think just with common sense of like what food gives you what vitamins and minerals, and it's like, okay, so if say you're on your period this week and you're having a heavy flow,
I take iron pills.
Well, yeah. Well, what I'm saying is, if you want to get it naturally without taking iron pills, you could be eating more red meat. And so there's things, and we eat a lot of red meat now. Because I've been kind of on that carnivore kick thing, but
yeah.
But
I love it.
But I think it's good to.
I don't think I've ever loved red meat as much as I've been loving it lately.
Yeah.
Like I've never been like a steak person. But you cook a really good steak, so you convinced me.
I got really good while I was in Atlanta, because I was like, I was only eating like
his steaks are chef's kiss.
Thank you. No, but I mean, again though, like I just look at it as like, it's good to let your body filter through everything that's in it, and by doing that you have to give it a good window of time without putting shit into it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then when you are going to eat something, eat whole foods. Like, this just goes back to, like, if you're eating processed things, anything that you microwave, anything that comes in a box with an ingredients list on the back, you're going to be getting a bunch of different things that your body does not need, and so I think in that way, the human body, like, women and men are very similar in that sense. Like, we still need the same kind of nutrients, like, and my mom still asks me all the time. She's like, well, what about this? And what about this? And I'm like, Mom, listen, meat, fish, eggs, fruit, vegetables.
I mean, whole foods.
Yeah, but it's like, that's the list. Meat, fish, eggs, fruit, vegetables. That's if you only eat that stuff, I promise you, a lot of problems that most people are facing will diminish. Also, what are you drinking? Are you drinking like soda, super sugary orange juice? Like that's soda, like different flavored drinks that have a lot of sugar in it. It's like, cut those out as well. Those aren't doing you any benefits. Yeah. Also, those little smoothies you see in the store, those like in the little bottles that are like different colors and stuff. Read how many grams of sugar are on the back of those things. Yeah. It's like 56 grams of sugar and more. And it's like they label it as this healthy fruit vegetable drink, and it's like you're just taking a shot of sugar. Yeah. And so it's like, honestly, if there's an ingredients list on the back, don't eat it, and cook at home. Try not to go out often, because you don't know if these people if the restaurants are cooking with seed oils and all this other bad shit. And you and I are really good about that. So. Yeah.
But finances. Back to the question. No, we have separate accounts. I do think that we should open up that combined account again and use it just as a combined savings for big purchases.
I know.
Yeah. I think that whatever works for your relationship and marriage is what you should go for.
Yeah. I think regardless though, if you have a separate account or a joint account, because we file our taxes jointly. Yeah. But if you have that, it's good to be very transparent with each other about what you like. We know also we're with each other like 24/7, but we know what we're spending and what we're buying. And like the other day I was listening to a podcast and I'm like, Michelle was sewing and I'm like, Michelle, I'm gonna buy a giant red light big lamp thing that was like $400, and she's like, you're not buying that. And I was like, I'm gonna buy it, and she's like, no. And so it's like, whenever I have like a big purchase that I think I want to get, I'll usually, I tell her. I try to convince her, and then she'll usually talk me out
I mean, sometimes I say yes. Like when we got the red light mask, I said yes to that. Yeah. So it's just like, sometimes we say yes, but sometimes we're just like, do we actually need it right now, or should we save the money towards something else? I have a problem with like impulse buying things. So yeah. I just like it. It's fun. Okay. And we're back. We had to run the dogs out. How are you feeling so far?
I feel good.
Yeah, we're like 2 hours in.
2 hours in. God, are we really? Okay.
God, are we really?
This is from TJP1366. Both of your aspirations and goals. Obviously, BDB is big. I think Michelle is talented too. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I also think she's talented. Is the phone crooked?
I don't think so.
It looks a little crooked.
Want to fix it? Beep. Nice.
Okay. Yeah, I think Michelle is talented as well. So I mean, we kind of said both our goals and aspirations, I guess, like what we're looking forward to. Yeah. We kind of went over that. We already covered that. Yeah. And then obviously BDB is big. Yeah, it is big. We
covered that too.
Yes. Thank you for the this is more of a. Yeah, we kind of answered this. Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on.
Next one.
The next one is from Shay. Just please not the TikTok situation. I'm so tired of hearing everyone cry.
We're so sad. No.
I feel like this is old news now.
It is kind of old news.
Because when this happened, it was getting banned or whatever,
Yeah. When we got the questions was like the end of January, so.
Yeah. So I don't use TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I don't care about TikTok. If you have it and you love it,
good for you.
Good. Yeah, I'm happy for you. So I guess I'm happy that I got reinstated again, I guess, right? Is it back to working or something?
I don't think you can download TikTok on the US app, but everybody that already had it downloaded still has it working on their phone.
Okay. I don't know.
When it was like total dark, like stopped working for like 12 hours, I just said, oh well, and then I deleted the app, and then they were like, oh, it's back, and I was like, oh well, I can't download it now.
Yeah.
But I miss the app CapCut, which is a video editing app, and it was kind of like associated with TikTok. I think it was made by the same owners of TikTok.
Yeah.
But I miss that app because that was a really good app to do video editing in. They had a lot of cool like tools that you can use to make really nice videos, and I miss that because that just deleted itself once TikTok got banned.
That's too bad.
For some people, it continued working just like TikTok. Like if you had the app, then that was fine. But for some reason, it just deleted itself off my phone. I was like, oh, great. But I missed that. But I saw that Instagram is actually coming out with a new editing app that's like, by the looks of it, it looks similar to CapCut. And I think it's because everybody that can't use like TikTok or use like, I think it's going to be very similar to like TikTok videos and like CapCut. But like specifically for Instagram. And I like that.
That's good.
I like that. I think it's coming out in March. It's called Edits.
Nice.
But I'm gonna try it when it comes out, and hopefully it will be good.
Well, I hope it's good. I won't use it, but I hope it's good.
Yeah. I started learning like how you do like the timer on TikTok when you do like a video. You know, you set like a timer and it's counting down like 3 seconds or 10 seconds, and then the video starts, and then you like just do like a certain part of a song, and then it stops recording.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's how you do ADR.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a countdown for when you should start talking or when the scene
and then
begins.
It stops.
Yeah.
And TikTok had that feature, which I really liked. And Instagram doesn't have that feature, so I'm hoping that this new editing app has that feature.
That's cool.
Because that was a really like, I use it a lot for work. I started recording a lot of TikTok for my company, which now it's pointless because
Sam's gone.
Well, that too. But no.
Oh yeah. You're saying it's pointless because the TikTok was. What? I think it's back, right? I'm pretty sure it's back.
Yeah, but I mean, I used it. I was logged in on my phone, and my phone doesn't have TikTok anymore. So
honestly, I really don't care. You know how many people messaged me being like, "Oh, hey, is this you on TikTok?" Or, "Oh, I'm following you on TikTok," and I'm like, "I don't have TikTok." And they're like, "Oh, I've been talking to you on TikTok." I'm like, "No, you haven't, because I don't."
So
have
now
TikTok.
You know for sure that any new account that's Andrew's is not Andrew because he doesn't have the app.
Also, if you see an account going under a different name and it's me, and it's like the videos are like me moving into a new house, that was a job I did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think we talked about that too. Somebody messaged me and they were like, "Do you have an alter
a double life
or a double life where you're going by this name?" I can't remember what the name was. And then he sent me the video. Well, it was like the video of me like rolling out a carpet and moving into a house. And this was a job I did for it's like a talent agency. It's called like Amir Talent or something.
Yeah.
They specialize in like they were doing a mock ad to showcase clients of what they can do for them, and I think it was like something about like how they can showcase your home if you're trying to sell it, or I don't really know the whole point of it. It
sounds more like a team that you can hire to help you make content.
Maybe that's what it was. Honestly, I don't know. I had to read a bunch of dialogue about this home that ended up being like it's narrating while they're showing me like move into this house.
Yeah.
So if you see and And they.
So if you see that's Andrew's alter ego, his name is Claus.
No, I think it was something with the J. It was like Justin or James or.
Justin James.
Jeffy, I don't know. Jeffrey Dahmer, I don't know.
Andrew.
What? Yeah, I don't. That's not my TikTok account. That's a fake account that company was using, and I think they can only use the footage for like, I think the contract was for like 2 months or something. Mm-hmm. So
I want to try to. Maybe my old phone still has TikTok downloaded, so.
I honestly don't care about TikTok. I just like I feel like we've been talking about it for way too long. I'm happy. I was happy that I'm sorry. I know a lot of people depended on this for income, so I'm not happy that it affected you in that way.
Well, I heard that Instagram was going to like pay TikTok creators to like move their platform over to Instagram.
Well, I don't understand why Instagram doesn't have that already, because remember when they first were doing They were trying to promote Reels.
Yeah.
I made a lot of money on those when I was doing those stupid fucking Reels, like when Reels first came out.
Mm-hmm.
I made like I was making the first month they had it, I made a couple $100, and then it was like a couple hundred more, and then there was one month where I made like $600 something just from posting Reels, and I was like, this is cool. And it was just like I was progressively getting more money, and then they just stopped it.
But I think they are trying to work it in again. I think they're trying to...
Well, you're doing something right now.
Yeah.
You have like a bonus thing
yeah.
For like doing the carousel pictures, which I don't have that.
No, just for regular post and carousels.
Oh. Well, see, I don't have that. I didn't get any offer to monetize or anything.
Eligible.
Well, I just don't get it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I recently...
So if I'm posting a lot lately, I'm sorry, but...
No, why apologize?
I'm not apologizing to you. I'm apologizing
Don't. I think it's... Listen, I fucking hate... I've been on like
I
this...
hate people who apologize.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I was just going to say a very broad statement of like, I'm just so sick of social media. I fucking hate it. I'm like... It's... When... With everything that's going on in the world, when I post a picture of myself with my shirt off, I'm just like, this is so fucking stupid. But I don't have any other content I can post. I can't post about the rookie. I have no other content to post about Black Dagger Brotherhood.
Me without my shirt
well,
off.
It's like I did a photo shoot with Dexter Brown and because to update my modeling portfolio with DT and like and so I'm sitting on all these images that I haven't posted, and so
why haven't you posted them? Because
it's again with everything that's happening in the world, it feels so fucking. I feel so stupid. Be like. Me with my shirt off, like it's like it's almost like I have nothing else to offer.
Yeah, but I also feel like social media is like a way of people like diving into another world, like escaping everything that's going on.
Not
basically.
Me.
No.
My algorithm is all politics. That's all I see all day.
I know, but I'm saying like most people dive into social media to like get away from reality almost. I feel like, and I feel like maybe somebody needs to see you without a shirt in that virtual reality.
I don't know. I would love to post more things, but it's like, again, like I also understand when people are like, stay in your avenue. Like I get when I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just talking, but
yeah. Well, the summan av kardemumman, so like we say in Sweden.
What does it mean? I don't know. Don't get too big?
No, it basically means... What do you mean, like, when you're trying to, like, wrap everything up? Like, what's another word for, like, wrapping everything up? Or, like, the end results, or, like...
Conclusion?
Yeah. What did you say?
Conclusion? Like, the conclusion?
Okay, so it's basically, like, the conclusion of the cardamom.
The cardamom?
Cardamom. Like, you know, cardamom bones.
I'm sorry, but the Swedish sayings are sometimes don't really translate well to English.
So it's the conclusion of the cardamom bun, basically.
That still doesn't help me.
Meaning, like, the conclusion. It just rhymes. Summan av kardemumman.
Okay. All right, I love you. I love you.
You
have a lot of Santa Clauses up in your attic.
Yes, I do.
That's what they call crazy people. It's like when they meet a crazy person, how do you say it in Swedish?
Tomtar på loftet. Tomtar på loftet.
Which means you have Santa Clauses in your attic, and it means like you're crazy. But translating it to English, it's like doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, it's fun. But I also love om det finns hjärterum så finns det stjärterum.
Which
means if there's heart space, there's butt space.
See, this is explain to me how am I supposed to work with that? I don't even understand.
It means if you love someone, if you have space for them in your heart, you can. You
have space for them in your butt.
No, hjärterum, like butt space is like you can have them sit down by the table with you. Like you will make space for them, basically.
Okay, but the way that it is translated is weird.
It's like if you're sitting on a couch and people are like already a little bit crowded, but someone more comes along.
But we love them so
you're
much,
like,
we make space for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like we love you, you're included no matter what. I get it. Get it, but if we have heart space, we have butt space. That's
yeah, take it up your ass.
It's weird. It's weird. I love you, but it's weird.
But no, the conclusion that I was going to say was that if an Instagram account pops up that has Andrew's face or Andrew's name or is pretending to be Andrew.
On TikTok.
It's not me. That's not Andrew because he doesn't have the app.
No, but if you see a TikTok account where I'm moving into a house, don't report it because that's the company that made
don't report it.
But it's not me, so don't talk to it. You're not going to get a response from me.
You might. But it's not from Andrew.
But going back to like I hate social media, and it's like I tried
to make like a
good thing to end to segue.
I tried to wrap it up this question.
No. I want to say something.
Okay.
I selfishly I made a Cameo account.
You did.
I did. I just because I know some other actors that are on it, and it's just like. I feel bad because like I used to be so good at responding to people on social media, but it's like
it took a lot on your mental health.
Well, it was very stressful to get back to everybody.
Yeah.
I would like wake up like the first thing I would do when I would wake up is like I would spend like an hour or two responding to people.
Yeah.
And I can't do it. It's too hard. And I feel bad. Yeah. I feel bad, but it's like it became too time consuming and it was too distracting from other things that I needed to focus on.
And I don't want him on his phone all the time.
Yeah, Michelle gets really mad at me when I'm like prioritizing that. And it's like, I honestly have too many other things that I need to get to. And so I did the Cameo thing because yes, there's an incentive that like, it's like I make money on it, but it's just also like, if I take that time to do it, I'm not completely, and I feel bad. I don't want to say it's a waste of time talking to like fans and stuff. I don't think it's a waste of time. But in order to get to where I need to go, and the level I want to be at, it's like I can't prioritize that anymore. Yeah. And that's where I'm at on that.
Yeah.
So that's it. I'm done.
So if you want a video message from Andrew, you can go to his Cameo page, and I'll link it below.
No,
I'm gonna link it below.
It's mainly for like wishing people happy birthday and stuff like that. You
can ask him for anything.
No, you can't. It's not weird. It's not weird like that. It's mainly birthdays.
Don't ask for weird things, guys, because we're not gonna do it.
No,
he's not gonna do it.
I'm almost certain that it's filtered through the.
It's probably filtered. So don't ask for weird things. Don't be a weirdo.
Michelle's being a weirdo right now.
Don't be a weirdo.
Okay, next question.
Ask for happy birthday.
So this is from Mousy Girl Books.
Ooh.
I met her at
Passionflix?
No, when Passionflix brought the Passionistas to set.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was really sweet. Passion for fashion. Importance of slow fashion. How to stay healthy with social media. Loving yourself. And then this is like a second part. She this is also her. She said like skincare, eating clean, workout routines, how you prepare for an audition. So this is a lot of stuff we can jump into.
A lot of different
But
things.
let's just I mean like we both care about the way we dress. I mean you obviously care about fashion.
You obviously care about fashion.
Yeah, I've been trying to get more experimental with my clothes, but then I kind of pulled back from it because it was just like it stressed me out.
Well, you realized that you were following trends and that stressed you out.
Yeah, which is weird because like I don't feel like It's just what was weird was like I started like wearing certain types of clothes, and then I would like go into stores and see them, and I'm like, what? Like, why is that in here? and then I'm like, I'm seeing the mannequins and they're dressed like me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it's like I got influenced.
You're their muse, baby.
It's literally I got influenced, but with like everything that's like it was like subliminal messaging. I don't like that. That bothers me. So I just went back to my Henleys and my jeans to be safe, you know.
To be comfortable. No, but I would say the importance of slow fashion is, I would say staying away from man-made materials, staying away from polyester and other man-made materials.
What's that made out of that you're wearing? Polyester?
Probably polyester. I mean, it probably has a little bit of silk in here.
I try to buy a lot of cotton stuff, but it's like
I don't know where the tags are.
It's like 500% polyester.
It made with 500%.
Made with real penguin fur.
What is it? Yeah. 100% polyester.
There you go. As she's sitting here,
stay away from polyester. No, but it's also about like buying from ethical brands. Fast fashion brands is like, I think the biggest villain right now is like Shein and Temu and stuff like that. Forever 21's not great either. And fast fashion is like, it's called fast fashion because they have such a short turnaround time. They can get the pieces into the store in like maybe a 2 weeks notice, which is not how they work, but that's just what they can do if trends are turning.
Yeah.
And that's not an ethical way of making clothes, and there's going to be a lot of landfill. There's going to be a lot of like people also following trends. I love following trends, but I like following them by thrifting stuff or by finding like, because I've got more and more Oliver. Don't do
scratch
that.
the chair.
By doing more, he just wants some attention. By like more trying to find trends that I feel are more ethical lately, like buying more man-made materials, like linen, cotton, like nature materials, not man-made, sorry, nature materials, like silk, cotton, wool, linen, and all of that. And also just buy from, and that's the thing too, because like you buy from these brands that might be more expensive, but those pieces of clothes are also going to last longer, meaning that you don't need to buy new pieces every month because that tank top that you bought for $5 only lasts 3 washes and then it's bad. Like you can buy a tank top that could last maybe up to a year, and that's still better than having to buy new things all the time. And also just realizing that the more clothes you have is going to make you more unhappy.
I hate going to stores and buying clothes.
I know you do, baby. But and that's something that I realized pretty recently is like I started decluttering a lot of my closet, and I still have a lot to declutter. But it's just like if you have too many clothes, you're not going to see your clothes. You're not going to see how you can style it in different ways. You're not going to be able to see all that because it's just going to be so cluttered, and you're just going to grab what you're mostly comfortable with, which ends up you're just going to be wearing the same 3 pieces of clothing all the time. But have you heard about the 333 method?
Yeah, I think you talked about it at some point on the...
I don't know if I have.
You have?
What is it?
It's like it's like 3 different colored pants, 3 different colored shirts, and like 3 different colored...
I mean, it doesn't have to be 3 different colors. Well, it's just like 3 tops, 3 bottoms, and 3 shoes.
Yeah, and you can like mix and match them, and you can make like multiple outfits.
Yeah, and then like try to make as many outfits as possible with those.
Yeah.
And I would like that. I want to get more into that. Like restyling the pieces that I already have, realizing that I do not need to buy more stuff because I love shopping. I do. I love shopping, and I feel like lately I'm more into like, especially with like, I got rid of like 25 pairs of heels and shoes. And I've realized that like there could be something wrong with them. Like I don't feel like they're comfortable. I feel like I never wear them. I feel like I always go towards, if I have multiple pairs of white heels, I'm always going to go towards the pair that I like the most, and then the other ones I'm not going to use. So why would I keep them? Because there's no use for that. And just get into more like better brands of that will hold up. Because like also like why I like thrifting is like most of the materials of like older pieces of clothing, they're better. Stuff that was made in the early 2000s, they're gonna last a lot better than stuff that are made today, 25 years later.
Yeah, well,
because you use different materials, and fast fashion wasn't just like as big back then as it is now.
I think it's funny how you said 2000, because like when I think of thrifting, when I find stuff, it's like stuff from like the 90s and 80s and 70s.
I mean, you can.
Like I have a jean jacket from.
You can, but also stuff from like the 80s.
Legit from the 70s.
Stuff from the 80s and 90s now are like going for like $400 at the thrift store.
Well, if you go to a thrift store in LA, yeah, but if you go to a thrift store in Spokane, you'll find like legit things for like $5 that was like made in the 80s. But
yeah, and those things are amazing, you know.
Yeah. I hate. Like H&M is dog shit. You buy anything from there and wash it once, and it literally disintegrates in the washer like tissue paper. Listen, you know what I like to do? I like to order stuff offline. Like
offline? You mean online?
Online, yeah. Off the line. I like to order it off the line.
He's so stupid.
No, like I got a couple pairs of pants off from Carhartt, like just ordered them. They're my favorite pants. I've had them for like a year. But
that's fine. Like that's fine. You order online, like that's fine too. And like I feel like Carhartt is not a fast fashion brand.
No. So it's a workwear, but they make it's like all good quality. Like you can have a pair of pants for like. I
kind of want to get a Carhartt jacket.
Like you should. I need to buy
like the one that Hannah has.
Well, you know the one that I have. I need to buy a new one because it's just too small on me. Mm-hmm. Like it's just.
I feel like it's too thick though. Like the lining is too thick. I want something a little bit thinner.
Well, that jacket is like $200, and I can't really fit in it anymore. And I think that would fit perfect on you.
Okay, I'll try it.
Because I'm gonna order a new one, and I need to get one size up. And
because you're so big.
But the reason why I feel so bad. No, the reason why I feel so bad is because how expensive the jacket is, and I'm just like. I'm like, God damn it. But you should, if you wore that, I would feel better and I wouldn't feel wasteful because that jacket could last you 50 years.
Yeah.
Because it's such good quality.
I'll try it. I'll try it on.
Okay. We just talked about, we didn't answer any questions.
No, that was about the slow fashion.
And how to stay healthy with social media. Don't go on it. Delete all your apps. No.
I think one way that we started doing a little bit more is that we started reading at night.
Yeah. We've been really good with that too.
I've been really good with that.
No, I finished Lover Eternal, and then I was waiting for the new book that I just got. Which you know what's fucking hilarious?
Oh my God, Oliver, what are you doing back there?
You want to know what's funny? So I was talking to Joseph the other day, and he told me about this acting book that he's reading, and he's like, "Oh, it's really good. It's called How Not to Act by Harold Guskin."
Yeah.
Okay, and when he said that, I was like, "That sounds familiar," but he started telling me about like his technique and all this stuff. So I read the prologue last night.
Yeah.
I read this book already, like quite a few years ago, but I didn't read it. I have it on Audible. I listened to it.
Yeah.
Okay. And the reason why I remember this is because there's like an intro from Kevin Kline, because Kevin Kline studied with this guy, and I've listened to the book already. Now I'm gonna read it, but the fact that as I was reading the prologue, I started remembering things from his like technique and all that stuff, and it's interesting. But I think it's always good to like reread.
I think so too.
Especially acting books, because there's things now, because when I did go through this book, I think it was like maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
All the stuff I've done since then to now look back at this technique specifically and see if I can reapply with what I know now is always good to do. But honestly, I have really good. I feel like I have a really good memory,
mm-hmm.
and then I feel like I have a really bad memory. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Because it's like I can get a script.
I know.
And I can memorize the lines really quickly, and then we can do it and do the audition or whatever, and like I can do that fast. But then it's like
certain things I just
like I'm like Control Alt Delete from my memory, and I don't remember things, and I'm like, and then I think there's something wrong with me. But it's like I think it's also just like what I prioritize to remember, you know. But
fair.
Sorry.
But no, what I was saying.
Sorry.
Was we started reading before bed, and I think that's good because that made us stop being on our phones.
Mm-hmm.
And what I want to do next is like we have these little charging stations for our phone right next to the bed. I want to kind of move them away from our bedside tables.
I don't use them. It doesn't charge my phone.
Okay, that's fine. So your phone is out here?
No. So since I've been trying to train my battery, I charge my phone like once every 2 days.
Yeah.
So last night when we went to bed, I was trying to kill my battery because I was like 8%.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to kill the battery in the beginning.
Yeah. So and then and then you started reading, so I put my phone down and then I started reading, and then I was just like, fuck it, like, and then I got up. I woke up multiple times last night. I woke up at 3, and then I woke up at like 2 something, and then I woke up at 3, and then I woke up at 4:30 and couldn't fall back asleep. And I grabbed my phone and started reading some news things, and then my battery died, and I walked out here, plugged it in on the charger out here, and then I went back to bed.
Nice.
But yeah, I haven't been charging my phone next to my head like we typically do.
But I also saw that you should turn off, like you should put on flight mode.
Yeah.
Because you don't want that like that data next to your head when you sleep.
5G.
Yeah, because like it's just like it's supposed to disrupt your sleep basically.
Yeah.
But just doing that, I feel like that made us be better of being on our phones and just like I don't know. I have a timer on my phone that I'm not allowed to spend more than like 2 hours on social media a day. And once I do, it like makes the whole app like shut down, and like I have to go through multiple steps to like
unlock it.
Yeah, unlock it. Like I can, but it's just like, oh, like maybe I shouldn't, you know?
Yeah.
And then I also have all of my apps shut down at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do that so it's sooner than that. Like I kind of want to move it to 9 p.m. Like everything shuts off at 9 p.m. But I really like that feature. I don't really remember how I set it. I'm going to figure it out. But just like those kind of small steps, I feel helped a lot of like managing social media usage and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, I really haven't been on like... I haven't really been on Instagram like I used to be on Instagram. Now it's like I'll go on X and I'll go on like Facebook and like I'm just like but it's like all news stuff that I'm consuming, and it's just been it's very overwhelming, you know.
Yeah, you need to change your algorithm.
But I'm not overwhelmed in the sense of like, oh, I need to post something or I need to like, I literally just posted that last photo just because like the last post I did was when your dad came to town.
Yeah.
You know? And but I've had no urge to like be active on social media. Like I've had zero urge to do that, but
it's interesting. I wonder if we're moving towards a direction where social media is gonna die down a little bit.
I don't know.
In some ways, but it's the same with like, you know how Facebook kind of died down when Instagram came for like the younger generations. Same how Instagram kind of died down a little bit when TikTok came.
I mean, not for me personally. No. I like Instagram. Instagram has always been kind of like the same thing for me. It's just more about how I feel towards it, like about because like I go through moods of just like I don't want to deal with that, and but and I don't know, Facebook has always kind of been like, I feel like Facebook has always been like, you talk to like family on there and you share things with family on there. And then Instagram is more like, for me, it's like, oh, it's like my resume.
I found like some old like Facebook posts that I made very cringy.
Like me?
No, like when I was young, when I first got Facebook, and you were just like trying to be cool.
Yeah.
Like just things that you like wrote.
I'm happy that mine was MySpace, because like all of that stuff is gone now. I honestly was one of the last. I was like last of the Mohicans of getting on Facebook, because like I was just like, fuck Facebook, it's MySpace, like Facebook's for old people. And then I remember like when one of my ex-girlfriends got on there and I felt like I was forced to get a Facebook, but I was like one of the last people to leave MySpace. I was very against it. I was like, I'm fuck Facebook. Facebook, that sounds stupid. Facebook, that doesn't even make sense. Like MySpace, you're in MySpace right now, you come here, you hear my music, you see my wallpaper, you see what I like. That's what was it. That's what it was all about. I don't know.
That's so fun.
Jesus. MySpace.
But okay, next one in this little.
How to have a healthy relationship with it. Too much of anything, I think, could be bad. Just,
of course. It could also be good sometimes to just stay off it for a day.
Yeah.
Do it. Try it. It's nice.
Yeah.
Takes off the stress.
Loving yourself. I love you.
I love you.
Find someone that could love you for yourself.
Shut up. You love yourself. You love yourself enough to buy all these skincare products and takes all the vitamins and work out every day because you love yourself to take care of your body.
I do, yeah. I think I do that though to make up for the parts of me that I'm clearly
struggling with.
No, like I'm compensating, you know? Because it's like I feel like, okay, if the more I take care of myself and the more I put into like my health, like then I'll feel better about myself, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's I don't know, it's like a constant struggle because it's like I work out every day. People tell me I'm in really good shape, but like I still look at myself and I'm like I can always look better.
That's called body dysmorphia.
No, but I am
tiny.
But even that though, it's like I'm not even talking about that. It's like I am talking about that right now, but I'm also saying like for myself, it's like it's frustrating to like I feel like I take in so much information and like I try to do a lot of like self-help podcasts, listen to like self-help books, read self-help books, try to take in all this information, and then I can't like properly articulate what I'm taking in, and then that's frustrating because then it goes back to like I feel like I'm stupid because like I did, and then it's like I feel like because I didn't finish school and like I got my GED but then I see these people that did do all that stuff and they get a flat tire and they can't do anything. They're helpless on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And then I see that and I'm like, well, at least I'm not that, because
you're very street smart.
Yeah, like I know how to make crack, you know. it's cool stuff like that. No. But no, I mean, but again though, like how useful is it going to be to like, oh, I know how to change the spark plugs or I know how to change the transmission in a car. That's not going to be helpful probably in 10 years, you know, because cars aren't going to have any of those things.
True.
It's going to be a fucking computer.
Yeah.
We're probably not even going to be able to driving cars in 10 years. Think about that. Like, honestly, I feel like the push for this, like where the government is going, it's like, or where our society is going is like, think about this.
Self-driving.
Well, yeah, we already have like those Waymo cars.
Yeah.
Okay. And then like Teslas are self-driving. A lot of these cars are self-driving, like the newer electric cars. Now, what did California try to do? They originally tried to ban. They were trying to make it to where like you can't buy gas-powered cars anymore. They were trying to push that, right? But then I think like Trump got rid of that or whatever. And but if we're moving in the direction of everything's going to be self-driven, it will eventually get to a point where everybody has self-driving cars, and then maybe a few of us have driving cars. And in order to bring all of the crashes down to zero and there's no more traffic fatalities, everybody would have to have a self-driving car, so they're all on the same program and all the cars know where they are at every second. If you have one rogue person driving around in a roadster BMW, you know, he's the one that might cause an accident, you know?
Yeah.
And so I think eventually where we're going as a society is everybody is going to be in these self-driving cars. No one's going to be allowed to drive a car. No one's going to be, when you turn 16, you get your permit. And then when you get your driver's license after a certain amount of time, or that's not going to be that. It's just, you're not allowed to drive cars anymore. You're just going to sit in the car. There's not even going to be a steering wheel.
That's so sad. I love driving cars.
I know, I do too. It's fucking awesome. I love driving the BMW.
But I also feel like they're never going to get through of like a petition that everybody that has these old cars are going to have to get rid of them. That's never going to go through. They
literally tried to do that in California.
Yeah, but these old cars are worth so much money.
No, I get that. But I'm almost certain they passed that during the Biden administration.
No, I think they passed that they're not allowed to make new cars.
But I think that got taken away. But the fact that was already getting moved, and not everybody has everybody has a Tesla or that.
They were also like trying to have a higher tax thing, I think,
on people with gas powered cars. Yeah, and I'm not against it. Like, obviously, I don't know. We're not going to necessarily see all of this. And
it might actually be a thing set into motions when we're old.
Yeah, I think it's
when we go.
It's definitely going to happen. That's what I'm saying is there's no doubt in my mind it is going to happen.
Yeah, because we're going that direction.
Yeah, it just will. I think we're going to be. But it's just it's an end of an era. I don't know. It's weird.
So nobody's gonna know how to drive a stick.
Most people don't know right now.
Well, that's just America.
Most of my friends don't know how to drive a stick.
Yeah, that's just America.
Which I think is funny. It's so much
in Sweden,
fun.
when you take a driver's license, you have to choose if you want to take a driver's license for an automatic car or a manual car.
And does that say on your license?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So if you only have an automatic driver's license, you're not allowed to rent any car or drive any car that has a stick.
Oh, that's interesting.
But if you have the manual, you can drive automatic cars. So my dad was like, there's no way in hell that you take a driver's license for an automatic car. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
my first car was a manual, so
yeah.
That's what my parents were big on saying it should be your car because you won't fall asleep driving.
Yeah.
Because the automatics, it's you don't have to do anything.
Yeah. I used to drive a BMW when I first got it was my parents' car that I borrowed. And that was a manual. I loved driving that thing. It was so fun. And then I got my grandma's car, which was a Toyota Aygo. You guys don't have that model here. And it's basically like a Toyota Yaris, but smaller.
I don't think
it is a 4-door, but it's smaller, and it the mileage on it's really good. You get a long way for very cheap.
Yeah.
So I just had that for the past 3 years before I moved here or something. 2 years before I moved here. But then I sold it to pay for my education.
Nice. I sold my Peugeot when I moved to San Diego too.
Yeah.
So the rest of this, it says, loving yourself. Do you love yourself?
How did we get into cars?
I don't know.
From loving yourself.
No, it was my fault. I just started jumping into stuff. I'm gonna
I love myself. I love myself enough to know that I deserve good things in life, and that good things will come my way, and that I am worthy of love. And I feel like that hasn't always been like that. That's something that I've worked really hard to get to that point. But I am there now, and I'm really happy about it.
Well, I love you, and I'm happy that you love yourself.
I love you, baby. I love you enough for the both of us.
Yeah. Yes, you do. Next is like skincare, eating clean. I feel like
we already covered that.
Yeah, I was talking about like yeah, we did.
We did cover that, yeah.
Rewind and listen to it if you need to hear it again. Workout routines. I like to work out every day. I love working out. I'm doing boxing as well right now, and I love it.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Boxing is a really good workout.
It is.
Michelle has been working out more.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just bought some leg weights that you can wear around your ankles, and you bought the little ankle strap that you can hook up to the cable machine at the gym. Yeah. So you start doing those like kickbacks and donkey kicks and
all the kicks.
Yeah.
All the cable kicks.
Yeah. But no, I think working out is extremely important. It's like, it's just people
moving your body.
Yeah, but moving your body, sweating. I think sweating every day. But it's just how you see, especially America, people don't prioritize their health. It's just simple as that. It's like an inconvenience for them to eat clean and work out, and they think their life is too busy to do those things when those things are probably the most important things you can do for yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, to live a long, healthy life is, those are the fundamentals of it.
Yeah.
How to prepare for an audition.
How do you prepare?
I have a beautiful wife named Michelle who will help me at the drop of a hat. Oh, look who it is. Michelle.
Who is this girl?
The way I prepare, I mean, the way I've prepared changes. Sometimes I like to
I feel like it's also depending on the scene.
Yeah, it depends on the scene.
Like, how much dialogue is it? How much movements is it? Like, what is the scene? Yeah. Actually, like, is it just standing straight up and just reading lines, or is it like some kind of scene, like action-y stuff in it? Or
for me, how there's like two ways that I really will approach a scene is like, if sometimes I like to sit with it, depending on how long I have, what the turnaround is when I need to turn it in or whatever. But if I have a couple days, I like, if there's a lot of dialogue and there's a lot of things I need to kind of like think about and like let simmer inside of me, I'll sit with the dialogue for a little bit. Mm-hmm. But what I've been doing lately, mainly for like practicing like my memory and just being more quick and instinctual on my feet, like first instincts, go with those, is like I'll go over the script for like 20 or 30 minutes and then we do it. Mm-hmm. You know, like just quick. Like I feel like that's a really good muscle, and that's what I've kind of been leaning more into lately, is just like just jumping into it and trying to figure it out as I going, and whatever my instincts are telling me to do, then just go with that. And like maybe that's not always working, but I think it's a good thing to practice. But
yeah.
But yeah, like I think in general, when you get an audition, analyze the script, figure out what your character wants in the scene, and just be open to listen to the other person and really take in what they're saying, and just trust your instincts. I think that's the bottom line. Trust your instincts. And then like everything is self-taped now, so like I always try to keep in mind like to try to captivate the viewer, like to the least imagination they have to do for the scene.
Yeah.
So it's like when there's a lot of like blocking or there's a lot of like actions in the script, a lot of the time I guarantee you the actors aren't doing any of that, and I go through a lot of trouble to like play out the scene, like fully try to, I mean, yes, we're in our living room doing it and there's a blue,
we get creative.
Yeah, like I'll like if it says break a bottle over someone's head, I will try to do that.
He broke a bottle.
I did break a bottle on accident. That wasn't on purpose.
We got into a huge fight.
Yeah, it wasn't on purpose. Or like when there was like the fighting stuff and we're supposed to be sparring, one of the takes, I'm supposed to throw a punch and she dodges, but Michelle got confused and she threw a punch and we both punched our hands. And I thought I broke your hand. And
we talked about this in the last episode.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, I'm just saying to that extent, I think like keeping in mind, like, is this entertaining for the viewer? Yeah. Because regardless if you nail the scene or not, if it at least is entertaining, they'll probably remember you, you know. And also, like, sorry, I'm talking a lot about this. No,
you're good. This is about you. I mean, I'm not preparing for auditions.
Well, you help me, though, sometimes running lines and stuff.
I just jump in.
Yeah. Is, like, almost, I think a real turning point for me with auditions was, like, I'm not there to please the casting director or give them anything. Yeah. Like, I'm there to, like, I get to play this character. How can I do it so where it's the most enjoyable for me and what I can take away from it to be a better actor on the next one? You know, like those are kind of like now when I go into auditions, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about like, what's the like, what choice is going to book me this job? I'm not even thinking about that anymore. Like and then once I'm done with the audition, I get it out of my head, except for the Black Dagger Brotherhood. That lived rent-free in my mind for months, but
it did not live rent-free. You paid a toll for that.
Well, I mean, it was all I thought about for months and months. But which that's not a healthy way to go about when you're going after parts, you know. But sometimes you just really want something.
You really want it, and you got it, and I'm so happy you did.
Yeah, but I don't even know if I answered the question. So
is there anything more for that question?
Nope.
Should we wrap it up?
Yeah. We need to upload this shit, and then we need to go.
We promise you're getting an episode this week.
Yes.
This one
right here.
This one right here. And I know you missed us. We missed you.
You're not going to see us once a week, though. So that's...
Yeah, you're going to see us every other week from now on. So this one is coming up now. Next one is coming out either the end of February or beginning of March, depending on when the Wednesday is.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for watching, guys, or listening.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Sorry for the long break, but we're happy to be back, and
we're excited to be back.
I was getting stretched then.
You are, but
I apologize for the last episode. I was Debbie Downer for that. So
it's okay.
But I'm happy.
We're happy now.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.